1, 2, 3. Welcome all, welcome none, but most importantly, please welcome to the Two Minorities podcast as Russell snaps his fucking lips in my ear. What the fuck is going on? We missed a week because...
We did miss a week.
We did miss a week because I didn't upload.
You didn't upload it?
Yeah, I didn't upload the past week. Well, I missed a week. I'm sorry about that. But you know what? All is well that ends well, because now we're filming this the day we would normally film the first one. Or I guess the weekly one.
Yep.
So officially, well, no, I don't know about officially, you know, I always fuck up, but we're supposed to have twice this week.
Twice. We're gonna start uploading twice. But yeah, like we're just gonna keep giving more content out like consistently, just so we can pick up.
You know,
more.
you know what they say: if 4 people watch your videos, make more. Then 2 people will watch those videos.
Then people start unsubscribing.
Exactly.
Bro, I just realized, bro, when you sent me those clips, man, dude, I sound like shit, dude.
You sound like shit.
I don't know. I don't like my
Oh, you're not used to your voice.
I don't know. It just I sound like a dumbass.
You sound normal.
I look like I have the, the DS.
You're on the spectrum.
On the spectrum, on the edge, dude. Dude, I sound fucking stupid, dude.
I had that problem. Well, I still have that problem.
You sound the same. I don't know about me.
I don't at all.
Really?
No.
I mean, for me.
Obviously not for me. The thing is, when my voice, for example, in my head, I don't know if it just sounds a lot deeper, but it sounds much more different. It's not a deep question.
Yeah.
But it's because everyone has that problem.
Yeah.
But when I started recording myself initially, like the first couple of videos I did, I suffered so much because I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, bro.
I sound retarded. Like everything that I thought that I was a lie.
Dude, I in person, I think of me like with like a deeper kind of voice. But when I heard that shit, bro, I sound like a clown, dude. I sound like a fucking
Well, you know, the thing
dumbass.
is also that well, for example, me when I used to record videos by myself, you're kind of like trying to set up jokes and do punchlines and be interesting, and you're by yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's much more difficult. Here we're just having a conversation, so normally I don't have to look at my face to make sure.
Camera.
Yeah, I look to like on the camera, so I feel like it's much more natural for me. So therefore, I don't really freak out about my voice. Also, I've had hours and hours of experience in this.
You know
already.
You know, I want to say one thing, dude. Like I noticed that I don't know, for me, when I hear people like talk on a mic, recorded voice, or like I don't know, like different ethnicities.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Do you notice that they all, like Asians, sound the same, like on the mic, kind of, in a sense?
So you're saying that you sound the same as like Bobby Lee?
Yeah, I hear Bobby Lee in my voice. I'm like, dude, that sounds stupid.
Well, what Latin podcasters are out there?
I don't know. Like
I don't know of any
white
of them.
dudes when they rap.
I'm really not doing my part for the Latin Lives Matter movement, to be honest.
Lives Matter, that's real. Jesus Christ, dude.
No,
they
it's
got
not.
movements
Of
for
course, I just
everything.
made it up. Oh.
Dude, fuck it, dude.
Give us a couple months.
Give us a couple months, dude. I remember this Asian police officer got killed, and they had like an Asian riot, but then no one gave a shit, dude.
There was an Asian police officer that got killed in the U.S.
Yeah, he got killed by some gang or something. It was in New York or something.
Oh,
this was
Jesus.
like 3 years ago, dude.
Oh, it was like a hate crime.
I think so. And then like all the Asians were like protesting, and then just died down because I don't know, like I don't know why. Because I don't think they cared. Like no one really cared.
I feel like Asians are a calmer kind than the rest of us.
More forgiving.
Yeah, I feel like they eventually were like, all right, this kind of irrational fellows. Let's just all go home.
We need to go back to work, being a doctor or a lawyer or any Asian like profession,
or massagist.
Like
yeah.
Robert Kraft.
So, what time is it right now? We're in Eastern Standard Time, right? It's 1:46 Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
And I woke up at 1 p.m. Russell supposedly was gonna come at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I woke up, dude.
He actually listen. I know this makes me sound kind of a dick, but out of 10 times that Russell will tell me he's gonna arrive at a certain hour,
I don't.
He'll arrive maybe 10%, of the time.
I don't.
And that is including today. Like, he sent me a message at 9 a.m. and I was so fucking tired that I was like, all right, you know what? Just come back later. It's like, all right, and I was like, come here at 1. I said that at 11:40 while I was still asleep. I opened my eyes once again. It was 1:05 and Russell had called me twice.
Yeah,
and he was like, dude, I'm sliding right now. What's up?
Where are you?
And he was like, are you set up already? And I was like, no. But I just immediately got up and took a hot, cold shower.
Yeah.
And as I was outside with my towel, Russell opens the door of my home. He doesn't even knock.
Dude, I just looked at your grandma.
My man opens the door, and I'm like, I'm changing in my room, and I hear and like a high voice, and that's my grandmother speaking to Russell.
Dude, I saw your it was so awkward. I didn't even knock. I just came in, dude. It's like my house, dude. I didn't
my man walked in. I was like a fucking farm.
Bro, it's about time, dude. It's about fucking time that you guys respect me, dude. It's my house, bro. Dude, I was thinking like we should have like an intro to this podcast, but like I don't know. I don't have any ideas. Is my vocal
intro not enough?
No, I mean like like all these other podcasts have that music intro. Like I think we need something. What do you think? Like,
well, like I specifically do not enjoy it when podcasts like you can introduce your guest, I guess, but in the moment, I specifically don't like it when well, I guess it's because they have ad reads, maybe.
I don't know.
But like for example, PK and Joe Rogan. Comparing ourselves to the greatest. No. He's like 1, 2, 3, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And
dude, no,
he's like,
I'm thinking maybe we start the podcast with a bunch of monkeys like screaming or some shit like that, dude.
Dude, that's
some crazy shit.
That's what's it called?
Oh no, don't tell me someone did that.
No, but that's I was looking at a Pay Money Webby video yesterday, and he was he was playing a scary game. And he was
monkeys
like,
start screaming.
No, but it was like a scary game where you think someone's gonna pop out at you, and he's like, "Don't worry, I would never violate the viewer, content creator trust."
Yeah,
and that hit me because I was like, "Wow, even if you do get jump scared, you don't have to scare your fans."
Yeah, of course.
So you don't have to have screeching monkeys at them.
Yeah,
to get them entertained. Well, we should put a song.
I was thinking maybe we should ask people around.
But you know, just like a song. That'd be really weird if we're just like
song, maybe the instrumental.
But for the intro.
Yeah.
But what intro?
I mean,
we have no decals. We have no.
Just imagine you're just like put the podcast on and "Taste" by Tyga starts playing like that low kind of beat, and then your voice comes in like, "Welcome to the podcast." Like it's like we're about to talk about some shit,
Okay, maybe I'll be able to spin it.
Maybe
I could probably what I could probably do is fade it. I could probably play like 5 seconds of Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
So what we could do, I love how we're talking about ideas for our podcast on the podcast.
I mean, I just think people should know,
What we could probably do is like fade our the logo I made. Well, not I made the photo that I meshed together.
Which one? The red one?
Yeah, if anyone sees on Spotify, Podbean, which you should by the way, Podbean, Spotify, and well, basically the thumbnail for YouTube. It's the red picture of us side by side, and the two minorities, no jokes thing on the bottom. I made that by myself. Well, the picture I didn't, obviously. we had those two pictures, and I merged them, and I put the text on the bottom. I could put that, fade it for 5 seconds to our video,
go into it,
like I did for the snippet of this episode, of the last episode, and put taste. If you, I'm down to put taste. Anyone who makes it here, next episode already, Tyga's gonna be played instead of. You're gonna start here 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be sexy, dude. That's gonna be a sexy podcast, dude. Okay, so I have some questions. I don't know. I just had some questions like off the top of my head when I was like just chilling. Like
questions.
I mean just to see like what you like would answer to these questions. I mean like okay, so I had a question. So how do you view yourself, and how do you think people see you? Like how do you view yourself?
It's hard to answer these questions.
Oh my god.
How do I view myself, and how do people view me?
How do you view yourself? Like, do you think that you're a great guy? Do you think you're like I don't know? I'm just curious.
Okay. I personally view myself. So what? Okay, I feel like we have to differentiate between am I viewing like myself, or am I viewing what other people see me as?
Like both.
Like, are we being real, or are we being what I attempt to be?
What do you think of yourself, and what do you think people see?
Okay, what do I think of myself? I think of personally. Okay, let's start with what people see. I feel like that's more interesting.
You think? Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like people see.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, because you see what you're trying to portray and then what you really are. So I feel like people see just someone who really doesn't give a fuck. Like
you
someone.
Think so?
Dude, I'm so calm in certain situations. Like I don't think I've ever talked about the certain things I've done. You know me for years. I'm just like, I'm the type of kid that will be like, oh, I'm failing the class, I won't go, and I somehow manage to be in it.
And you somehow manage. I don't know how.
That's been my, and that's not once. That's like over 12 times. I've told you all my situations where like I've just been like, leave it, and it works. So I feel like
I see you as like the guy that goes out and then just goes to class and then you still everything's fine, you know.
exactly. And so basically I'm just more of a really calm person, and I feel like people see me as that, and hopefully people see me as someone who tries to be funny, but attempts it also, because I guess trying is kind of pathetic.
Are you like the more funny guy in your group of friends?
I've always wanted to know, because like I can't ask like, hey guys, like, do you think I'm funnier than him?
Yeah, it's kind of awkward just asking people like, what do you guys see in me? You know,
The audacity of someone coming up to you like, yo, rate me.
Like rate me, you know.
No, I would never do that.
That's just.
But I mean,
I
like, since I'm not trying to be a stand-up comic right now. At the end of the day, I feel like it's more just having an entertaining personality to be around.
I think like a good like I guess way to think is just to just build your reputation around people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have a good following.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because since I know so many people, since I've been around so many places, I have certain friend groups that see me differently. So for example, the Colombian people I know, they used to see me as this like nerdy little kid that didn't know how to speak to girls and wasn't very outgoing at all. And then you have maybe people in Cancun, which just kind of saw the beginning of that and then the end, which is basically completely opposite. Now, what do I see myself as personally?
Yeah, what do you think of yourself?
So like I said, I want to be portrayed as a dude who's just very calm and mature to a certain extent. Most importantly in relationships, because friends can go fuck off. Like I'm not, like at the end of the day, I'm here for all of you, if you're actually my friend. And personally speaking, I feel like I'm very I don't know. I feel like I could do a lot more. That's what I feel. I have that anxiety. And I've become much more anxious over my years of life. It's horrible.
When you keep turning ages, dude,
I become so much more anxious. And you know what really gets me anxiety? Females, bro. These bitches.
Females? Like, what about them?
These bitches, dude. All right. I just called them bitches dude? On air. That might be bad, but
dude, you've never referred to girls as girls. You just keep saying bitches. Dude, last episode you're like, really? I gotta stop saying bitches.
Well, no. I was calling the crazy ass girl a bitch.
Oh yeah.
She's a all right. Oh, dude, she's crazy. A cunt.
I feel like
as Bill Burr says, I dropped the C-bomb. She's a cunt.
Dude, girls and guys, even guys, dude, they would go the distance for attention. They would.
What do you mean this bitch was burning?
Yeah, dude, she was trying to get her attention, dude. She was
literally
crazy.
burning down her car. That's insanity.
Are you crazy?
That's a complete insanity.
Yeah.
And so, God, I feel like the variation of my level of voice is just ridiculous. So
I like it though. It's kind of like a wave.
You ever seen Bill Burr's podcast?
No.
Where he's talking, then all of a sudden you hear like the ladies, and he screams away.
Yeah.
He's like, man, fuck this, and he just screams off mic, and it sounds like he's running away.
Dude, you know what's kind of annoying? I listen to a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Joey Diaz's podcast, and he breathes like really hard into the mic because he has like a breathing problem. You know, he's no good in health.
He does have a
He's not doing that well in health, dude.
Wait, let me finish the question then, so we can.
Yeah.
And anyway, the point is,
thing.
Well, no,
you're talking about bitches.
No, female women. These female bitches.
What about them?
No, females for real give me anxiety. Dude. I don't know why. Because, dude,
I get that too. I can understand.
I've always been so. I used to be so antisocial. Really sad. I used to be so antisocial and so like not anti-woman. I just couldn't speak to girls. That I used to fantasize.
Even as friends, you couldn't even speak to them as friends.
No, because I grew up from 0 to 11 years old with occasional female contact. I had a mixed school. I was in ACE. Oh, there it is.
Doxing already, dude.
That's it. If it ever pops off, I'm getting kidnapped in Mexico.
It's easy.
I used to go to ACES, which is kind of like this Jewish school.
Oh,
I'm not
shit,
Jewish.
Dude, you even told them
the whole thing. You
even told them the religion.
It's too late now. I said ACES.
Okay, continue. Why were you in a Jewish school? You're Catholic.
Because it was one of the best charter schools in Miami, and my parents finessed their.
Oh my God.
No, well, my parents used to have another property around Aventura.
Oh yeah.
So you just put that as your
Jewish community.
A lot of people do that.
I used to do that.
What are they gonna do? Strip my education away? Yeah, I don't know how to read.
Years,
I don't know how to read.
You're gonna have to repeat 7th grade.
I wasn't there in 7th grade. That's the thing. So from 0 to 11 years,
you dropped out at 7th grade. I forgot.
From when I was 11, I moved out. Oh, I mean, I moved out.
I moved
to Colombia.
You dropped out and moved out. Dude.
I moved to Colombia, and then
Why'd you move to Colombia?
My parents.
Oh, that's kind of sus.
My parents moved.
I don't know, dude. Colombia, what do they got there, dude? What do they do in Colombia? Drugs? kidding.
They do occasionally. And
Push and
the point is, when I was 11, I remember the only girl, you don't remember this, but I used to talk to it about you. There was this girl. I know her name. I'm dropping her name. Fuck that.
Really? Do you still
Her
talk
first
to her?
name. Well, she's on my Facebook list, maybe.
Oh.
No, I don't talk to her at all. I think I hit her up once when I was like 20 or like 18, and
Okay.
she just never replied.
Jesus Christ, dude, that must
Dude,
lower
I
your
shot
self-esteem.
my shot, and I just got blocked by
you
fucking
ruined-
Matumbo.
You ruined your whole like day.
So this girl called Beatrice.
It's a nasty name, but okay.
Really? She used to be like this. You know, it's interesting. She was like this light skinned like girl, and she was beautiful. She is. She's not dead. She's beautiful, and she used to be my super crush back in the day when I was like, you're talking about a 12-year-old.
Oh my god.
And I remember one day, I think her friend used to like me, I believe, and this other girl, we were kind of friends.
I think you told me this story.
I must have. We were kind of friends, and then one day. Dude, I was crazy for this girl. Like I would really. It was kind of like that love long affection you get when you're really young, and you just be like, but if I talked to her, she would understand, and then we could hold hands. Fuck no, dude. She was so out of my league, and like I was kind of not socially awkward. Well, I was socially awkward. You don't have the game you have at 12 that you have 21. You know. Yeah. And I didn't know Spanish. Like there was nothing around that I could really do for the ladies.
Angles there.
Yeah, dude. I had no money to flaunt. What else could I have? You know. Nothing. And so I remember that I don't think I ever came out to her, but I think I gave her a Valentine's one day. Or I don't know if I was too much of a bitch and left it on our desk or something. But I know that one day.
Oh my god! I remember we used to do that.
We were in PE, not PE, kind of like a gym class, and I was sitting down, and I think it was aftercare actually. My parents neglected me as a child, so that's as we said last episode.
Don't we all?
And she comes up to me, and with her friend, and she just looks at me and like taps me on the shoulder, and I was like sitting down with someone, and I look up and she goes, "I know," and then she just walks away. Bro, bitch. My heart is dropping in right now, and this was at 11. My heart is dropping. That was the worst. And then she just never spoke about it. She never hit me up again. Not hit me up. She never hit my line again.
What does she know?
She probably knew that I liked her. That's what I'm assuming.
How awkward is
that,
dude?
I'm not. You know how that meme where it's like,
I know.
Me sleeping at 1 a.m. It's my brain about things that happened 12 years ago.
Yeah. It's like,
that's one of the only things that to this day still gets me because I'm like, what did she know? What did she know? Dude. She probably knew that I liked her.
But that's so.
And anyway, what I'm trying to get at is after that, I didn't have any female contact, physically. I'm not saying kiss or anything. I'm just saying like see them for years.
You didn't even see like a female.
No, because I went to an all male school.
Oh yeah.
That I got vehemently bullied at.
When you throw guys like in a group, dude,
yeah, dude. I used to get punched by like older grades,
dude.
Like I would get hit, and they would be like, "You fucking," it's so bad for the racism in America, but they would be like, "You fucking gringo."
Holy shit,
dude! You think racism only over here?
It's like, bro, I'm Spanish, bro. What are you telling me a gringo?
Yeah, but they wouldn't believe me because I wouldn't know how to speak Spanish correctly. And I was like fat, and they'd be like, "You fat motherfucker."
I remember in middle school they called me the N-word. Some guy called me the N-word.
Was he black?
No.
Oh my god, that makes it even worse.
He had Down syndrome.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
No, that doesn't make any sense. He was like, he's just like, you N-word. I'm like, I don't know how I felt about that, dude.
And yeah, basically after that, I went to another school, and then for 2 years, this was at 13, from 13 to 14 and a half, basically, I met females again. They introduced my life, and I also had this huge crush on a girl. I went out with her once.
Different experience when you came into the female estrogen circle.
The female estrogen circle?
Like
when they introduced that?
Like, yeah.
Oh, you have no idea.
Were you like horny? Were you like,
Oh, no, me no. I was a super late bloomer guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I used to fantasize relationships.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, I want to smash. I have a couple of friends who like at 12.
Just want that relationship.
I have a couple of friends
from
who
like movies and stuff.
I have a lot of friends who at 12 or something, they were like, I want to have sex. I did not want to like be fucking these girls until I was like, that's kind of weird to say the age, but like,
did you have like a desire for that?
No.
Until when?
Dude, honestly, like the first time I ever got a desire to just have sex with people instead of like well, not just have sex with them. Females are much more than that, of course. What I'm saying is the first time I ever had the desire to be like, yes, like a horny, like teenage dude. bro, I was like 19.
19?
Yeah,
Really?
I still am. I'm super calm. But normally I would just be like, oh, you want to go out? And I would
me
never,
too. Me too.
I've never pressured anyone into doing absolutely anything. I'm not like that at all. I've been super calm my entire life. And Canales always says that I have low testosterone
No,
because of that.
no, I have that same thing, dude. I mean, like when growing up, like I just never really like wanted that. But no, I'll say this, dude. When I was like 14, when I just entered high school, when like girls were like popping, dude, back in the day,
They were
not
popping
now,
off.
not now, not now. I am 22. I do not think that right now. But like
Well,
at
no,
that
if
age,
anyone really thinks that just because
No.
we like 14-year-olds at 14,
at 14, dude,
that we still like him at
that's
20, you
normal.
guys got some serious mental
Dude.
issues.
Dude, I'm not stuck in ninth grade, dude. I'm not fucking stuck in ninth. Dude, but like back then, dude, I got really horny. Like, I don't know. This is so like blunt right now, dude. But like, dude, but I knew that
After
it
last
was,
podcast,
it was,
there's
it
nothing
was,
that can be blunt enough.
dude, yeah, exactly. But it was the penis talking. I knew. I was like, okay, it's just lust.
At
Like,
14.
yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Dude, no, dude, my friends in middle school used to like get blowjobs from girls their age.
In
I'm like,
middle school.
yeah.
Middle school is what year again? It's
Dude, when I was like 11, 12. Dude,
that's insane.
dude, that's crazy, isn't it?
That's why we need sex education. It's
We
cool.
need sex education. We need like monitors
That's
on these kids.
insane. Wait, but when
It's
did you lose
disgusting.
your virginity?
Maybe like 16.
It's so sad that I don't know. I don't know either. Like I think
remember.
it's around 16, but I know for a fact that if I ask the girl who supposedly lost her virginity with me, she knows the day, bro. Like
she regrets
dude,
the day. She's like, "Fuck, no."
Like she knows the day. Well, I don't know if she knows the day, but I know she knows like the time, month, where I remember all that. But like I think it was when I was 16.
She regrets that day.
I think it was when I was 16 going on 17, I believe.
16 going to, that's about the same age as me.
Yeah.
Dude.
However, I will say
We're
this.
just dumb kids.
Once I did it,
Mhm.
my life was never the same. It's like you're opening Pandora's
Really?
box.
You think
Yeah,
so?
for me, yeah. Because I've always been super calm and everything, but once you have that part of your life,
Mhm.
it opened Pandora's box. And something really interesting about that age is girls in Cancun, maybe I was just a dumb bitch that believed this, but a lot of people in Cancun didn't lose their virginity until 17.
Really?
Not men, but like
I don't
most
want to
of the
sound like rude or like racially ethnic, but like, man, dude, really? I
Yeah,
thought
people-
they would like lose it a little younger than that.
Oh no, but you're thinking about like the typical Mexican family with 20 kids.
Oh, okay.
That's like the low income,
that's the
like they don't know what the
racist part
fuck's
of my
going on
brain.
family. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. The people who you haven't gone to Cancun with me, that's the thing. But if you go to Cancun with me, you'll see
They're
the
like
people.
American.
Dude, yeah, the people I hang out with are fluent in English 90% of the time.
That's
like
awesome, man.
they're basically whiter than me, and so
That's luxury.
that,
That's that luxury speaking, dude.
that's what you get. So you get a lot of really like high uptight girls that were like, no, I wanted to be with the one, and then they lose it at 16, 17, or they just lost at 14, 15, never said anything, but I sincerely doubt it.
Mhm.
So there were a couple of years where you could hit on someone and you'd be like, oh, so
it's
what's
time.
up? You'd be like 18 or
it's
19,
time. Yeah.
and she'd be like, oh, I'm a virgin. And you'd be like,
That's crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Even I
So
promise
what's up
you
then?
that at 21, if you hit on like an 18-year-old, it's not sure that they're not a virgin.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not that we should be only sleeping with 18-year-olds, but it is true. Like it's normal. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating 18, but no, I know a couple virgins still at 21 right now.
Dude, I know a lot of virgins that are older, dude. Like still, I mean, I don't know what
Wait,
it
are
is.
they like? Do they want to be virgins?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Some people just want to be, but some people just don't. You know. I mean, I can't. I don't think I can stand being a virgin.
Wait, but you never answered your own question.
Oh yeah. What do people think of me?
Yeah, I'm curious now. Yeah,
Well-
because I don't want to talk about sex anymore, dude.
Dude,
Last
this
episode-
is the 5th episode
Last
in a row,
episode
dude,
we had so much.
about sex.
No, but like we
and catching cases.
we touch on sex every once in a while
but
as we
went
touch these
in.
children, but
Holy shit!
dude, last episode was insane. Like it was 45
Really?
minutes,
45
bro. It was
minutes?
bad. Like you know, I never.
So we were like, yeah, fuck it.
I'll
and
say
all
some
that,
weird
and
shit
then-
online and have no problem with it, but last episode I was really thinking about it. I was like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
we talk a lot about.
But it was
sex.
interesting. Like,
Well, to us, I
mean,
hope it is in general.
no, but this podcast is just for us, bro, and Juliet.
And Julia,
Johnny. Yeah.
And the occasional female who DMs Russell to ask if we're uploading.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's really weird.
That's so weird.
Really weird.
So
you know who you are.
So
you bitch.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! I thought you said you lay off.
No,
the bitch.
she can get the B word.
The bitch.
She can catch these hands in the B word.
Christ. Okay, so how I view myself as a person. I'd say I'll start it off like this, man. I sometimes like, I guess I like compare myself to like fictional characters in a sense. Is that weird? Is that really weird? Sometimes I look at myself like Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye.
You told me this, and
yeah,
I
you didn't
laughed
understand
so hard.
What the fuck?
No, I know, because I read the book and I was like, what the fuck does he have to do with your life?
Bro, dude, I'm telling you, dude. No, he thinks everything's shitty.
Do you want to catch children?
No, yeah, would they run off the cliff?
When they run off the cliff?
That's so random and stupid. What kind of book was
it's
that?
supposedly a testament to how innocent he is.
Oh my god. Here it goes. Here he goes again.
That's what I believe Salinger meant.
Yeah, Salinger, that bitch. Anyway, so yeah, dude, I don't know. I think of myself like Holden Caulfield. Like kind of like a guy that thinks like a lot of parts of society is like shitty.
Dude,
you
but
know?
he was fucking insane.
Yeah. Dude, you don't know if I'm insane.
No, dude. Like he invited a hooker over to just speak to them.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. It's like therapy, dude. You just come here. Just let me just talk to you for a bit. Dude, that's fine, bro.
He was like 15 though.
Yeah, he was 15. But back in the day, that was like common, you know.
I don't think it was. But when was this book?
like 1800s?
No, it wasn't.
No, 1920s maybe.
It was 20s, right?
It feels like the
I
Great
believe it was
Gatsby kind
the
of
20s.
days. Speaking of the Great Gatsby, I also think that like I'm kind of like a Nick Carraway kind of character, you know.
Nick
like,
Carraway is friend?
Is Tobey Maguire.
So you're just a dude that looks from the third party.
Yes, exactly.
So this is what you believe yourself as. This isn't what you think people see you as.
No, this is what I
you
think
believe you're in the Great Gatsby.
No, that's not what I've said, dude. I'm living in the 20s, dude. No, I think of myself as like the guy that just watches everything unfold. You know, I'm just like there doing my own shit, getting my work
I feel like
done.
that's like a metaphor to you like jacking off in the closet while you're watching your wife get smashed.
Oh my Jesus Christ, dude. No, that's not it at all, dude. That's terrifying. No, but yeah, I just feel like I'm like a kind of guy that's just like, you know, like I think of myself as funny. You know, I don't know if I am funny. You know, I make people laugh and I come home depressed. You know, I just, you know, I see therapy, you know, like, but I don't know. That's just me, dude. I just think of myself as like the funny, easygoing guy. I think of myself kind of like a chameleon or, you know, like I think of myself kind of like a chameleon. Dude, if that makes any sense. You got some
weird ass views on yourself.
Dude, because I thought of this for a long time, dude. I thought about this for a long time.
You think of yourself as a chameleon?
Kind of, in a sense.
As Nick Carraway.
Nick Carraway mixed with Holden Caulfield and a chameleon.
So you're basically a 35-year-old shapeshifter. Is what you see yourself as.
Kinda. You know, I think of it like the chameleon aspect is kind of like, dude, if someone comes up to me, like, you know, they're you know, I just kind of like shift my language towards like what they kind of talk like, you know, in a sense.
Yeah, you should see him when we have black friends around. He's dropping the N-bomb.
No, I'm not dropping no N-bombs, and I'm not dropping no nothings, dude. I'm just dapping them up, you know. I'm just like, what's good, bro? Like, that's it. But when I see a white guy, I'm like, hey, how you doing?
What's up, cracker?
No, I don't say that at all, dude.
Is that racist? Should I be able to say that?
Yeah, I think that's racist.
But should I be able to say it? I feel like I should.
Know, dude. I don't know. I could say anything.
All these colonists.
All these colonists. But I mean, like, I just think of myself like that, dude. I think of myself kind of like the guy that, like, I mean, I like a lot of things, dude. That's the thing, dude. I like a lot of things, different things. So, like, I'm easy to talk to in a sense, you know. I can talk about sports, movies, anything, like school, like whatever. And I always think of myself kind of like the shapeshifter in a sense, which is I don't think is a good trait in my opinion. You know, you're just kind of like, in a sense, just like making
adapting to people around you and not just being yourself.
Yeah, I think of myself kind of like that, dude. But I think people see me as like the funny guy, like more positive in a sense, you know, like a positive person to be around. But I mean, I get that a lot. Like they always come to me and they're always smiling or something, and they just think I'm a happy guy, you know. But I mean, I don't really care. Like I have nothing to lose, to be honest with you, dude. That's just me, bro. I don't know. But yeah.
On a more positive topic for us, my main man. Okay, let me rephrase that. Our acting president in chief,
Who?
has officially had his internal investigation finished.
Oh, really?
Did you not read that?
I didn't read that.
Dude, they submitted it already.
So it's done?
Yeah, and guess what?
I saw.
No fucking collusion, goddamn.
I know, I saw no collusion.
What? Dude.
Yeah, everyone was
I just
posting
peeked
about
in
that.
all your ears. I don't give a fuck. Listen, all right? We're not here to support anyone. Our here to support the country.
Yeah,
God
the country,
damn it.
what's best for the country.
If you go right now on our politics on Reddit, or if you go to our politics, or obviously if you go to the Donald, everyone's celebrating. But if you go to politics, there's certain threads, dude, that are ghost towns because Reddit keeps deleting all the comments.
Yeah.
And everyone's saying, you fucking retards, we spent 2 years investigating something that everyone thought was going to be true. For years now. MSNBC has been saying, we just went from a comedy show to the Alex Jones podcast. We MSNBC has been saying, MSN has been saying for years now that there was collusion, that it's not even a question, that no matter what, this will be impeachable once he's done. My dad firmly used to believe something around that. Everyone that I know would always say like, "Yep, no matter what, this dude's going down." Whenever Mueller puts his shit up, Mueller's a G. Yeah. Every time Mueller would catch someone, is it Mueller? Yeah, Mueller. Every time Mueller would catch someone, they'd be like, "Oh, dude, Mueller, you get him, bro. I can't wait till this whole ring comes down." Yeah. And Mueller would be catching people from the ground level, and then you would start going higher and higher. Yeah, people would start applauding, like, "Oh shit, Mueller's gonna get the president. Yeah. Mueller's gonna get the president."
And he didn't.
He didn't. Where's the president at? Oh, he's still in the fucking Oval Office. Yeah, people.
He's still there, dude. Dude, people gotta like be more appreciative of this shit, dude. He's doing well, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Can you imagine if just like for anyone who hasn't clicked off this podcast already, can you listen? I'm just gonna give you a thought experiment real quick, all right? Let's say you, my dear viewer, 21 to 24 years old, let's say, or 18 to 24, right?
Yeah.
If I grabbed you and I put you in the spotlight and I said, you know what, we're gonna investigate you and everyone that surrounds you, we're gonna interrogate all of them. We're gonna go through all your assets. We're gonna go through all. Well, Mueller didn't do any IRS shit. We're just gonna go through all your shit. For 2 years, all right, we have one of the best, basically, investigators of all time.
Yeah.
Because Mueller's a god. He really is. And I will investigate you for 2 years. Dude, Trump came back ridiculously clean.
So clean, dude.
He really did. There's a bunch of shit, but and then people are saying, like, oh, the people who are saying no are saying, like, oh, okay, well, Mueller was appointed by Trump, so therefore... Okay, well, you can say that, but I mean, at the end of the day, then what are you saying? There's also collusion, also governmental conspiracies? That's kind of far-fetched.
That's very far-fetched.
Or, also, in theory, he wasn't exonerated, according to the reports. He just said that he couldn't find evidence that there was collusion between Russia and the United States. Like, there were talks, maybe, I think it was, but there was never, like, an agreed understanding. Dude, what the fuck? Calm down. You lost. Like, that's it. That's it. He might get reelected now. Everyone, like, dead ass on politics and everything, on our politics, a lot of people are saying, like, wow, I think we might have just helped him win the reelection.
Yeah, dude, it's a big step, man. I mean, like, do you think that he's going to be reelected? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Damn, bro, I don't even know if I want him reelected, to be honest, but...
I don't know. It depends who's running.
It depends who's running. I normally...
I'm not leaning left.
I'm not leaning left. I never am. Dude, the left is going in... Dude...
They're going crazy,
bro,
dude.
Cortez is losing... You know what? I'm name dropping this girl.
Who?
Paola probably aligns with Cortez's views.
What's his views again?
Her views. Is it Adriana's?
Yeah. Oh, she's
Ocasio-Cortez's.
Yeah, I know who the fuck that is.
Dude, she's lost her fucking.
She's crazy.
I don't know if she does. If you ever listen to this, hit Russell or me about. We'll talk about this. But
yeah, we will.
I find it ridiculous. Like, there's some shit that Cortez will say that makes sense to me. All right, Cortez says, this is a fact. She's stating a fact. Air travel is not as expedited as it should be.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, you have certain terrorist threats. Okay, you have certain immigration. Okay, you have that. It's a fact. Air travel, 90% of the air travel time is you waiting or you going in line. All right, If it could be expedited, if you just walk. Excuse us.
Excuse us.
If we just walk into a plane, get there, and then walk back off like it was a fucking train, dude, it would be ridiculous. We would just be everywhere. Okay? Yeah. So Cortez says, all right, let's try to dial back air travel and do a lot more like train travel, stuff like that. But this bitch is she's not trying to ban it, but she's trying to like tax it.
Yeah.
What? Dude, why would you do that?
I know.
Not only that, I believe, I was listening to, this is just me talking about my ass like we love to do here. Bill Burr had a segment on this on his podcast where he was, yeah, I saw a clip yesterday, and apparently someone wrote into him, and apparently there's this plan where when you make, she wants to tax people progressively, and she says that when you make $10 million or more throughout your entire lifetime, your income is now taxed at, wait for it, 70%.
70%.
70? Exactly.
What?
Exactly. And Bill Burr loses his shit.
Oh, I think I've
absolutely.
Heard about this.
It happened a couple of days ago, like the podcast thing. He loses his shit. He was like, dude, fuck you. He was like, how the fuck are you gonna tell me how much money I should be able to make?
That's so stupid.
Why would I work my ass off to get 10 million when at the end of the day I'm gonna be making 3 million?
Yeah, exactly. That's so stupid, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't take away they don't take away 7 million, but they start taxing you at 70%.
Yeah, 70%.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, that's way too much, dude. That's way too much, bro.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god, dude. I haven't been following much politics. So wait, what party is she like mainly? Obviously, it's the left.
Yeah,
but like, is she like Bernie Sanders or is she like?
Well, Bernie. You know what? I'll be real with you.
Bernie Sanders. What do you think of Bernie Sanders?
Bernie, has something that I like about him.
I agree with
and it's the fact that he doesn't like the establishment.
Yeah.
And I don't either.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that we have so much privatized. I'm popping my piece on this bitch. Privatized assets or stuff that kind of like permeates their government, and I don't enjoy that.
But isn't Bernie like for guns too? He's like,
I don't know about
he's pretty
that.
No, he likes guns. He's pro gun.
I have no idea.
I don't think people know that.
He's pro gun?
Yeah, he said that.
I wish we had a computer. We don't have a computer, by the way, for nothing.
But I'm going off the top of my head, bro. But he's pro gun.
I don't know.
And then the left was like, yeah, guns and shit for a little bit. You know
what I'm saying is that he enjoys being against the establishment, whereas his views aren't very aligned with mine. He has something that he wants to fight. He's not Hillary. He's not Hillary. He's not a puppet of fucking huge corporations.
Yeah, look. I just pulled it up. Look, Sanders was hit hard for his position on guns in 2016, so he's trying to switch it now. Now he's against guns.
It's insane how these politicians can really just be like,
especially Hillary Clinton.
Psych, bitch.
Hillary Clinton.
And people are like, yeah, it makes sense.
Big Hillary Clinton there, dude.
I hate Clinton.
See, this is flipped.
I'm so happy. Hillary isn't running.
Really?
Yeah, she officially said that she wasn't gonna run. Good.
Dude, I can't stand her, dude. I can't stand her. I can't stand like her flip-floppingness.
The thing that scares me right now about the Democrats, not the Democrats, Democratic. I feel like saying the Democrats is actually like hateful. I really do believe that when I say that. The Democratic Party has so many people that want to run. You have Beto now. You see Beto? Yeah. Beto has a DUI, dude. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Beto has a fucking criminal record.
Dude,
Beto literally
background checks on these
Beto
people.
Beto literally caught a case. He's literally caught a case, and he's running for office right now. And
dude, that's gonna hit him hard.
I know a lot of people saying this are like, but what does that have to do with politics? Because everyone makes mistakes. All right, bitch. If Trump, if a billionaire who lived a Playboy lifestyle had a DUI when he was 20, I bet none of you would ever let him live that down.
No, yeah,
none of you would.
Dude, they still don't. They still don't of his little comments. His little like sexual comments and stuff like that. And like the some stupid like the Mexican thing, like he didn't. If you listen to the whole,
so fucked
like what
up.
do you? Yeah, it was kind of fucked up, but like in a sense, I knew what he was saying though. Like I wasn't like, know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that was on purpose, but if it was, he's really smart because he really did piss off a lot of Mexicans with that. I'm not gonna lie,
for sure.
But I knew what he was saying too. Yeah, like he wasn't referring to the whole country.
Yeah, no, he
was referring to
the people, like some people that were coming in,
Yeah.
And Mexicans are like the main people are coming in.
I believe the quote goes something like, they're not sending their best. They're sending their rapists, their drug dealers, and criminals.
And what he's referring to,
but the thing is, who's they? Who's they?
But
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not the government.
Yeah.
The government is just shipping off people to the U.S.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not like they're coming here legally. You know, they're talking about the illegals coming in. The illegals, dude. If you're sneaking in a country, how does that look on you, dude? Like, how does that even fucking look?
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this because I'm not gonna say I surround myself with illegals, but I have been around plenty of them.
Dude, you know what?
There are some of them. Well, not in Mexico. People. Not Mexico's case, though. In certain other countries, like Venezuela.
Yeah.
I know some Venezuelan immigrants who are illegal.
Venezuelan immigrants?
Yeah.
Oh, I try to get out of Venezuela.
Dude, Venezuela is like...
I know a lot of Venezuelans.
That's
like... my job, too.
That's the equivalent of... If you tell me you're illegal and you're from Venezuela, I have pity on you.
I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Immediately,
like,
yeah.
I'm understand.
Like, yeah, I'm not going to be the type of guy that's like, oh, ICE. Like, hello. That, dude, because Venezuela is like... That's like you running the country... That's like you fleeing the country back with the Red Book, bro. Yeah. Like if you're running out of China or if you're running out of Germany in 1940. Yeah, 1940s, that's what I feel like it's like.
Yeah, no, like being a Jew in
Venezuela is
Germany.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
Yeah, dude, I can't imagine that, bro. Like that's just really fucked up, dude. I remember in class, bro. Dude, I was in fucking class, dude, in college. Some dude was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking illegal." I'm like, why the fuck are you here, dude? Why? How'd they let you in, dude?
He was from Mexico?
No, he was like some other country. He was like, yeah, I'm fucking illegal. It's like, I'm taking this class. And I'm like,
he said that?
Yeah, out loud. And then everyone was like, oh, good job, good for you. I'm like, where am I?
This is the problem with the circle jerk. Is if you were a dick, you could get him deported immediately.
Yeah, no,
immediately.
He was flaunting that shit too, and his feet look at like shit, dude. He looked like ass.
See, we were having a normal conversation until you said some racist shit like that.
No, bro, because he'd take off his shoes in class.
Oh my god,
and
dude,
take off his socks.
This man.
I know, he'd take off his socks and just like barefoot in class, and I'd smell it, dude.
He would be barefoot in class.
He'd barefoot in class.
Yo.
And he was like, "I'm fucking illegal." He'd walk around.
What's his address?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to find out as we speak, dude.
Fuck?
I know it was some nasty.
See, these are the type of people that Trump was talking.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking illegal." That's what he said. These
are the rapists and the lunatics that are being sent. People who take their shoes off and socks off in class.
Dude, he used to fart real loud. He was like, "Excuse me," like that, like really fucking loud. This dude was nasty. He was like really pushing that illegal stereotype, dude.
You know, I was in class again, as I rarely am, and I was in ethics class again every once in a while. You know, I gotta keep them on their toes. And I was in ethics, and I raised my hand again to speak. This teacher must be so tired of me because I slide in every couple weeks just to create a shitstorm. Just to show. And I was talking about I asked him a question, and the question went along the lines of, "What do you believe?" And I was like, "Okay, maybe that's kind of direct." I was like, "What does the class believe that is the right thing to do when morals start permeating laws?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "All right." And
what do you mean? What do you mean?
So normally when judicial systems are based off norms, which were based off morals.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have France, for example, talking on my ass again, Christian Law School 101. You have France, for example, which was based off the Napoleonic Code, which I believe was based off the Código de Hammurabi, I believe. Or the Hammurabi, Hammurabi Code, I believe.
Harambe Code?
I don't know. I believe it was based off that. And anyway, the point is, and then you have that over there in France, which that type of law, judicial system, went basically all over the world. And then you have Sharia law, for example.
Oh my god!
And I gave that as an example. Law. And I was like, Sharia law is based off the morality of religion.
Yeah.
Okay. But Sharia law is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
If people don't know,
you know, they tried to bring that shit here.
Muslims, yeah. If you, they were trying to get it accepted. If you cheat on your man, I'm looking straight at the camera. If you cheat on your man in Sharia law, you get stoned to death in public.
You get stoned. You're not allowed to go to Starbucks without a man. You're not allowed to do anything with a man.
Anyway, the point is, I asked them like, when you start having a lot of differentiation in morals and judicial systems, and I said, okay, what happens when we start changing as a society? And we start attempting to change our laws. Is that correct? Should we start adopting other changes in other countries? For example, and I said Canada, and everyone chuckled.
Oh, it's
and I was like, and I said Justin Trudeau the other day, And I gave the example of Canada, how you could be. I gave a false fact, which I didn't know at the time, that there used to be a fake report going on that you could get imprisoned for misgendering someone on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that, and he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And I kept speaking, and then I said that there's a quote from Justin Trudeau where some girl in a crowd is talking to him, and she goes like, yeah, and mankind, and then Justin Trudeau's like,
humankind.
We say people kind around here
it people
because it's more inclusive.
Oh my god!
And everyone's like, they start clapping immediately, and he's like, fuck yeah, I nailed that bitch, nailed it.
That happened,
and I find that ridiculous. Like, I look at that now and I'm like, what? And I said that, and everyone fucking laughed, and I was like, thank God, we're still on the same level here.
We're still going.
And then all of a sudden I'm still speaking, and this dude, remember that dude that I said a couple weeks ago that he told me to shut the fuck up in class?
Yeah, I remember that.
That he was illegal also, and he was a dreamer. Well, he wasn't illegal. That he was a dreamer, and that all that.
Yeah. And
so I told you, he's like basically in front of me to the right?
Yeah.
And he turns around. This bitch fact checked me while I was speaking. He's like, he's on his phone. He raised it. He's like, well, actually, look that up because I found that pretty ludicrous. And apparently, and he said that the law. But I did eventually say like, but I was kind of refuting him, and we were kind of literally having a conversation at this distance. And I was like, but this, and he's like, no, but that. And I was like, what?
What is this guy?
So what he was saying is that apparently you cannot be imprisoned. You can only be imprisoned if the words you start saying incite violence, or therefore become a hate act.
Of course,
a hate crime. So I was like, okay, but saying the words, like if I misgendered someone on purpose, that's what I corrected myself. Okay, if I misgendered someone on purpose, then that can be considered a hate crime in certain places. He was like, no, but you won't be in prison for it. I was like, but it's a hate crime, and you can be in prison for hate crimes in Canada, I believe. Well, and anywhere in the world, actually, for hate crimes, yeah. And he was like, no, but it's not, only if you incite violence. And I was looking at him, and I don't think he understood what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is the issue arises when we don't know what type of words incite violence. Like, if I go and I drop the M-bomb on stream, or on right now, for example, I almost did, Jesus.
I know. You're really
if I just drop it right now, right? That might be considered a bit racist. I don't think Russell would be offended. He'd be like, I'm not black. He'd just look at me and be like, all right, and just keep the conversation. I wouldn't be offended at all.
I mean, it'd stick to my mind. I'd be like, oh shit, this dude really said it
on camera. And like, the point is, a lot of people wouldn't care. And I bet you a lot of black people would not mind it either, right? I mean, the issue rises when I promise you that not a lot of people would look at me and be like, yeah, he's not saying it offensively, he's not saying it derogatorily.
No, I mean, I agree, because I've had situations where like my Latino or white friends have said it around black people, but like, it's what's up,
and that's even an easier case. It starts getting worse when we have, for example, he, she, stuff like that. Yeah, that maybe I believe that there are only two genders. I said it in class. I was like, there's only two genders. And I got some looks. And oh my God, I was like, really? Just because I believe there are only two genders does not mean that just because you believe it, that I should be imprisoned or fined because I'm calling you a she when you want to be a they. I don't give a fuck if you want to be a they.
I know. That's like, it's like double standards, dude. It's really double standards. Isn't that crazy? You know?
Have you seen that clip of Ben Shapiro?
Oh yeah.
Where there's an ex-Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah,
and they're I can't believe this actually happened, and nobody gave a fuck. So they're basically on this like interview thing or whatever, and they're in a half circle debating it. Ben Shapiro is right next to an ex-Navy SEAL, who is now a transgender.
Transgendered, yeah.
So she or he, I guess, overcame surgery to become a she.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ben Shapiro is talking about that. He's saying everything, and then all of a sudden, this dude gets mad because Ben Shapiro calls him a he.
Doesn't he say like
he grabs his shoulder and he goes, if you call me a he one more time, you'll be going home in an ambulance.
Yeah, in an ambulance. Oh,
and looks at him dead in the eye. This dude is like 6'2".
Yeah, built.
If he's a female, he's the biggest one there is.
Dude, he can beat every record.
Okay,
a female could. He can play D1 basketball.
And Ben Shapiro looks at it, at whatever it is, and he's like, "Did you just threaten me?" He's like, "No, it's a promise." or something like that.
Dude, that makes it
What
worse.
the he's like, no, I'm just letting you know.
Did they let that
What?
shit slide?
100%.
They let
Ben
that shit
Shapiro was
slide,
like, what
dude?
the fuck? He's like, this dude just threatened my life.
Shit,
And
dude.
everyone on
let me
the...
just add this side bit, dude. If that double standard's that good, fuck it, dude. Let me try to be transgender,
And
dude.
that was years ago, too. It's even worse now. And everybody on the floor is like, well, you know, you are offending her. And Ben's like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Dude, Ben Shapiro's a 5'7", like Jewish. I don't know how tall he is.
He's Orthodox. Yeah,
he's like an Orthodox, like 5'8", skinny Jew. And then you have a 6'2" ex-Navy SEAL who like just had surgery.
Yeah.
And he's throwing his... That's like if I go up to a 14-year-old and I'm like, if you offend me one more time, I'm gonna kick you in the face.
Like, I'm gonna just hold you down and just kill you, you know?
I'm killing this topic before we get banned.
But I'm gonna say this, dude. If that double standard's that good, shit, dude. Why not, dude? Why not, bro? You see that weightlifter? That you see that UK rapper that turned he turned transgendered for like into a woman?
Oh yeah, I told you this. It was 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, I think you told me this.
He didn't turn anything. He literally put his iPhone to film.
Yeah,
I told you to look into
it too.
There's this British
dude,
rapper,
bro.
He was tired of all the bullshit.
Yeah.
He went to the gym. He's built like a fucking tank. He went to the gym, put an iPhone down, recorded him beating the women's the women's deadlift record of the UK.
Yeah.
He posts on Twitter and says, he said something along the lines of like me smashing the women's deadlift record. And he's like, thank you for everyone that supported me. And then the next tweet says, by the way, I identified as a female. Don't be bigots, in that video. And then the next day he was like, oh, I now identify as a male. And he went viral.
Yeah, it's pronounced ma'am, dude. It really is pronounced ma'am.
It's pronounced ma'am.
It's pronounced. You know that crazy bitch in the or man, whatever. You know he's a rapper. He's a rapper, dude. He has some issues.
The dude from GameStop that was screaming.
He's a rapper, bro. He's a rapper.
What?
I don't know. It's so weird, dude. It's so fucking weird. I looked into it.
Not a very chill rapper,
dude. It's like, dude, yeah. He made a rap out of like the incident, dude. It's so weird, dude. It's such a weird thing, dude. It really scares me.
Everyone wants this clout nowadays.
It really scares me how like people like are these days, dude. Like people, I think like us going into this progressive era, I think we're just getting weirder and weirder. You know, and this is normal, dude. I'm not even surprised that he was a rapper,
scares me, dude. That's what scares me.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I wish I was born in the 60s where I can get pushed into those Asian Holocaust camps. No, I'm kidding. But man, that shit's crazy, dude. I swear.
Do you have any more questions? I'm curious if you have
I have questions for you, dude. I really do. Like this is just random things that I've like come up with.
This is the part where we interview ourselves.
No, hang on. I want to talk about one thing. I want to talk about Damn, the album. That shit is awful.
No.
That shit is awful.
You don't like the album?
No.
I don't like the album either.
Dude, okay. I just want to talk about this because I have been itching to talk about music for so fucking long. I don't like Damn. I don't like Kendrick Lamar, what he's doing. I don't like what Childish Gambino, what he's doing. I don't like that shit.
What are they doing? To be specific about it.
Okay, did you listen to Awaken, My Love by Childish Gambino? That shit is not rap. That's not
rap.
Is
that? I don't even know if that's an album or a song.
That's an album.
Is that the song with Redbone on it?
Yeah,
Redbone. That one with Redbone on it?
Yeah. That album's like a singing.
I think that's the only song I've heard.
That's the only song. That's the only song anyone's ever heard on that album because that album was shit, dude.
Yeah, no, I like Childish Gambino, like Bonfire Days.
Bonfire Days, yeah, the actual
rap. Yeah, with Childish Gambino, homeboy, drop it like the Nasdaq.
White. But
cool white girls like it's coke on my ass crack.
Dude, I don't like
that's the dude. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go.
But if anyone ever listens to Childish Gambino and you just hear like "Stay woke" and you hear that and you think that's Childish Gambino, dude, there's a line from Gambino where he goes, "Eating Oreos like these white girls that blow me."
Dude, like
it's like Tyler. People think he's just like really
this really chill,
accepting bi dude. And Tyler used to be
Tyler.
What is it? Rape a pregnant bitch, call it a threesome.
Call it a threesome, dude. He used to go
Tyler,
ham.
The creator,
dude.
used to say that
he
shit.
Used to say what the fuck, and no one gives him shit about that. No one gives him anything. No one like brings it up. Like, oh, look at this.
Well, every once in a while, I do see a couple tweets that are like,
oh, this guy.
That are like, dude, Tyler's canceled. Look at this line, and it's that line, the rape a pregnant bitch, call it a threesome.
But back in like 2012, dude. Back in 2012, bro. Like that shit was fire, dude. No one cared in 2012. No one cared. That's when Tyler was saying all that shit, like Antichrist and all that. You know, he used to like, you know, put the upside down cross and everything. But nowadays it's just very political.
Bitch, I ate one roach and got a lot of money. That's
yeah, dude. Yeah, but the thing is, dude, I'm noticing like as rappers like get more successful, they just become softer. Like Kendrick Lamar. You didn't like Damn, right?
No, I didn't like Damn.
I didn't like Damn at all.
I genuinely, I think maybe I like one song off it.
I like Element. I don't even like Humble. I like Element.
I think I only like Humble. I only like Humble.
I only like Element because it's kind of catchy. Like
I feel like I'm
sexy. Yeah, that one, you know,
pretty good though.
That's catchy. That's it.
I feel like I'm dropping off the rap game because after like the recent rap game, dude, all the music I listen to now from rap, is something that really triggered me. I rarely get triggered, but there was this clip I saw of Blueface, and they were asking him. I think it was the Breakfast Club.
Instagram rapper.
He has number one song in the
yeah, you know what's crazy? All the meme pages blew him up. That's why he's that big.
It's crazy how much influence Instagram
he paid for him. He paid for those people.
No, he did it correctly. And they're talking to him, and he's like, they yawn first, like we do on interviews because we're professional about it. And they ask him, "Hey, did you like rap before?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "You didn't write poetry or anything?" And he was like, "No, I don't do any of that shit." Oh my god, just a black voice. That's really gonna bite me in the ass.
That's some Jim Crow shit there, son.
That's some separate but equal shit I just pulled.
Oh my god. Okay, continue on.
Jamie, you're gonna have to censor that part out.
Jamie, please.
I can't believe he just did a black voice. Well, they ask him.
Fuck it, do a black voice, dude.
He's like, "All right, master." No,
holy shit, there it is.
They're like, so they tell him, and he's like, "No, I didn't listen to any rap." He's like, "I didn't really like rap. I didn't write poetry or anything. I just like for the money." And then there's Cardi B. They cut to a clip of Cardi B saying like, I keep doing it. What's wrong? Well, Cardi B's part Latin, so I guess I can go under that.
Dude, it's like
Cardi.
Just say it.
Well, no,
just
Cardi's
say that
crazy.
Ghetto ass.
Cardi's crazy. So I'm
hit him with that accent.
Cardi's like,
dog.
you know. Cardi's like, you know. I really don't give a fuck about like lyricism. I only care about.
Sounds like a white girl voice.
Yeah, I don't know what this thing is transgressed into, but basically,
continue.
She's like, I don't give a fuck about lyricism. I only care about the money. She's like, I'm trying to make
a song
hits.
called Money.
She's like, I'm trying to make hits and make some money, bitch. I don't give a fuck about.
She was a stripper.
Critique.
She was a stripper.
So you have these people running the rap game, basically.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Where like they literally got into the game only for money, and they don't give a shit about. They really, if you care about the money only, you don't care about your fans. You're just trying to get trying to get your numbers inflated. So they don't care about their fans. They don't care about the art. It's not the art anymore. It's just a business, and it's really sad.
No, that dude, like, and then the rappers that don't want to admit it, like the musicians that don't want musicians and air quotes that don't want to admit it, like they just do it for money too, dude. Like look at all the music that comes out, dude. It's so trashy, and dude, like, I mean, the only rappers that I could think of that are actually rappers and they love rap.
Here comes the NF drop.
No, not NF, but that's a good one. Anyways, you just supported my... Okay, but anyways, I think it's Run the Jewels, probably. I would say Run the Jewels.
But how... Do they still make music?
They still make music. They dropped an album last year.
Aren't they
Run the Jewels 3.
Aren't they like 30-something?
Yeah, they're old.
But
they're old heads. But that's the thing. They're old heads rapping.
But that's the thing. Maybe it's just us that we're just never going to get this. Maybe this is where... Our future children are like, Dad, have you heard this? And you're like, I don't fuck with that rap shit.
Yeah, I don't fuck.
But maybe that's us. He's like, I don't like rap. Let's put some hip hop on. And you play What a Time to Be Alive, and your kid's like, oh, Dad, please stop playing this old music.
Yeah, I know, dude. I think we're at that age. You know, we're at that point. I just noticed that like fucking Future is actually like a lyricist, and Lil Uzi, they have a big fan base, and Playboi Carti.
Uzi's fan base baffles me. I don't like...
And Playboi Carti.
You like a little bit of Uzi.
I like one song.
I like...
Dark Queen.
Maybe one song.
I don't like Dark Queen. EXO Tour Life. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I like.
Insane. Uzi's fan base is insane.
I don't know why they like him so much, dude. Like, they love him. They hated when he retired.
But they're saying, like, I love how people on... Maybe it's just the meme pages keep getting younger and younger, and we just keep following them. But, like... I see everyone's
talking about Uzi.
Just in general, like I see a meme that says like it's like a house on fire, and it says like Playboi Carti, Uzi, Travis remix, and I'm like, I genuinely don't think I would like to listen to that song.
No, dude, I don't even bat an eye on Travis anymore. I liked him back in the days before rodeo and rodeo days, but I don't like him anymore. Like, it's so, like, Astro World's so shitty. Astro World is asshole world, you know?
I really
world.
I really hate the fact that hating on X and hating on Eminem now is popular. If you
But X is just a meme, dude.
No,
X is a fucking meme.
Like,
People hate on him still?
Bro, it comes to...
I just see memes.
Post. Look, go to @rap on IG. I bet you, just go to @rap.
I can already feel it, dude.
Any post that has X's name, just like even in the caption, I promise you, the first 7 comments, or in the first 7 comments, you're gonna hear some heinous shit about X.
I have to. They're private, so I can't follow them. But I'll look at the Raptors.
The Raptors.
Because that's the closest thing.
The closest thing to rap.
I don't see anything about X here though.
On rap, they posted.
No, on Raptors.
Oh, here I follow
The
rap.
Toronto
How do you not
Raptors.
follow rap? They have 4.3
I don't
million
follow
followers.
shit. I don't follow because looking at those posts gives me like bad like annoyance and anxiety.
This is 2 days ago. It says,
"What's up?"
XXXTentacion's question mark has now spent 1 year on the Billboard
They're
200.
Still talking about that, dude.
What's your favorite other album?
I don't know.
Dennis Rodman. Commented a question mark.
Dude, he's always doing that shit, dude. Dennis Rodman's crazy, dude.
Here, hate
Don't
for no
listen to
reason
him.
incoming. All the depressed kids. SMH. X is trash. Don't at me. Okay, cause he's dead.
Jesus Christ.
Spotlight. Moonlight.
That's my favorite.
X has spent less than 1 year in the grave. Overrated garbage.
But you know that's keeping him alive, dude. I'll tell you that.
X would never make it that long if he's still alive. Doesn't make it good. LOL. X was a trash person, convicted on robbery and admitted to domestic abuse. You know this girl that I like went out with once. I was talking to her and she was like, "Yeah, I hate X." And dude, I've never felt. You know what?
I mean, I know.
You
a
know,
lot of
there's
people
some
hate
deal
X,
breakers.
though. Yeah. Jesus, that's a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker for me because. It kind of was though. Well, I mean, I still talk to her once in a while, but like I was, we were eating with some other people, and we were talking about X, and the dude in front of me was like, "Yeah, you know, he used to make really good music," and I was like, "Yeah, right." And then I see her like,
"Can I see your cock?"
I see her livid in the corner, like, "Fuck him, he was a woman beater," and I was like, "Hold up." I was like, "What did you just say?"
It's like,
she was like,
"Come here, fellas."
She was like,
"Let's get
he was
this
a
bitch."
trash human being, and I was like, "Why do you think this?" And he's like, "Oh," she was like, "Oh, I keep saying he by accident. This isn't a Freudian slip. I'm not gay, by the way." And
okay.
And she was like, "Yeah, you know, he beat her many times," and I was like, "But the cases, the files were dropped." And then we had this whole conversation about how we should always believe the woman, and I was like, "Nope, that's not true at all."
I don't think we should believe. Like, unless there's actual evidence.
As Nardwar says,
that's that double standard.
No fucking way. Because I can't imagine you just, oh my god, you see this type of shit that makes me go livid. If me and Russell today were accused of rape, we would probably be convicted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's basically it. I've never raped a woman. I doubt Russell has either.
Easy.
Except he's told me some questioning stories recently, but what I'm saying is, rape is, like, for real though, rape should be no joke, because rape is something horrible that happens to females and males also.
Yeah.
Some people forget about that. But let's be real though, normally females, it happens more to females.
That's
though.
the double
probably
standard. Yeah, that's
it happens more to the females. And the thing is, yes, it's a horrible subject because it scars you for life. It really does. I can't imagine just being someone forcing themselves upon me like that. And the issue is though, it's something so horrible and so heinous that we don't want to talk about it. Yeah. So females come up to me and be like, not come up to me. Females can go up to a police station, file a police report. I'm probably gonna get a knock on my door in 2 days, get arrested. Yeah. Where's the proof?
Where's the proof?
There are some people who are convicted with minimal to no proof. Because why, Christian? Oh, well, here's the answer, my dear listener. Because rape, a huge percentage of the time, is not reported when it happens. It's reported later. So therefore, there can't be any semen samples. There can't be any, like, if there were any, like, marks, for example, they could have gone away. So that's the issue. When you start having politicians or rappers accused of rape, or football players accused of rape, years after it supposedly happened, allegedly happens. It's ridiculous. It really is. If there's no proof, if there's proof, dude, if you actually rape someone, like not ironically, if you actually rape someone, you should be in prison for an extremely long time. Let's get that out the way. All right. Like if you really abuse your physical prowess enough to pin a woman down and force yourself upon her, you're a disgusting human being.
Dude, if you do that or hit a woman, beating the fuck out of a woman and raping.
Do you really think? I don't know. But hitting them. I feel like if you're getting your shit beaten, I don't know. I'm not gonna go on advocating hitting women at all. But
what about like Ray Rice or something?
No, of course not. No, because Bill Burr says
like
this
Chris
a lot.
Brown.
Bill Burr says this a lot, and he can get away with it because he's a millionaire. I'm not.
Who says it? Bill Burr?
Yeah, he says that all the time. He's like, "What do you mean? There's no issue where you can hit a woman back?" He's like, I'm quoting Bill Burr, by the way, now.
If a woman hits you,
well,
and you hitting her
here's
back.
the thing. If a female,
how'd you get in that situation?
No, exactly. What? Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? There's some crazy females out here.
Never beat a woman.
Like if you're just standing and then all of a sudden a girl comes up to you and starts trying to slap you, it's not okay to uppercut her. I've never
had that.
It's not okay to falcon punch her in the face.
What if she's like,
dude, you're gonna send her back like a Power Ranger. Like, dude, if one of my exes tried to hit me, like, ironically came at me throwing hands like a 5'4" girl.
But what if she like declared like ISIS and like wanted to blow you the fuck up?
See, okay, well, you're joking, obviously, but the thing is, like, lot of times so, here's the thing, like, sometimes there comes a time where you start getting concerned. If you're in your house, for example, and all my exes, for example, I'm probably 8 inches taller than them, probably by all of them, right? I think you know most of my, I'm probably like 7 inches taller than them at least. I have at least 70 pounds on them. Yeah. Most of them at least. So...
You're just flexing on them.
No,
right
I'm just basically point, So what if you're trying
bigger. I'm faster too.
I can eat more. I have that quick twitch muscle fiber.
I can eat double your portions, dude.
And so I'm saying, if they come up and start trying to slap me or whatever, it's not okay for me to just like sprawl on them and fucking guillotine them. It's not. It really is. Can you imagine? It's not okay. It really isn't. But if like they start like coming at you with like a bat,
like a C4.
No, that's actually life threatening. But this is the thing though. Like sometimes you see videos of females going ham on guys. Yeah, ham. I seen that. And I feel like a lot of people who make these judgments of he went too far have never really been punched in the face. Yeah. The day you get kneed in the face by accident really hard while training a physical contact sport, or you get elbowed by accident while you're training, and so you know it was by accident, so it was full force. Like, I don't know if I said this on air, but I was once kneed in the face by my coach in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
And I got fucking ringed. Yeah. Like, it was bad. Yeah. My jaw felt like it dislocated itself for days. And in the moment, I literally felt lightheaded for a minute. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah. What if this girl is on you like that? What do? You can't just cover up.
And I'll say this, dude. Like girls, it's like a punch from a girl. It's not like a little like feather or a pillow punch, dude. It's a punch from a girl, dude. I mean, it'll still kind of like do something, you know. You know, if a girl punches you in the face,
there's a difference between a girl being like punching you in the arm and you getting sucker punched.
Some girls are stronger, like very strong girls. Like look at the MMA fighters, dude. Like Cyborg comes up, dude. You're dead.
Yeah, Battlefield. Yeah, but dude, Cyborg Cyborg actually like beats the fuck out of men on an occasional basis.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Like in the ring, obviously.
She's basically a man, dude.
She's fucking huge. That's what I'm trying to say. Is you see these videos of McDonald's or like the bus driver. I don't know.
For some reason, it's always at McDonald's
or like buses. Where the girl
wherever they serve
starts
alcohol.
fucking slamming her fist into this dude. The dude's covering up for like 5-6 seconds, and then all of a sudden he's like, "All right, fuck it."
Yeah, fuck it.
Cross that bitch up. Dude. Starts flying back like she's in an episode of the Power Rangers. Yeah, and she just falls. An explosion happens, and then everyone goes, and she's laying there like an anime character. Dude, she's laying there like an anime character. No, and everyone's looking at her like, "Oh my god." You killed her.
One time,
like, what do you mean? I defended myself.
One time I saw this video. This woman was like punching a man. This dude literally grabbed her waist, picked her up, and just threw her in front of him, dude. And then he just walked off.
There's something Bill Burr always says that. Yeah. The only reason that females win arguments is because we can beat the fuck out of them. That's what he said. Oh my god. And he laughed. And Bill Burr says savage. that it's funny because females can do some crazy shit to themselves, like they can prank each other, or they can hate each other. And like he gives the example of a girl fucking her friend's boyfriend for revenge, and then calling her and saying it.
All right.
Like, I fucked your dude.
That's very.
And Bill Burr laughs and goes, "Dude, if you were a man, you would never do that."
Yeah. No.
I would never do that because you could fuck her, but you wouldn't call the dude. Yeah. Dude, this dude's liable to come up to you and beat the shit out of you or shoot you.
Dude, that's how men are, dude. We're animals, dude.
Yeah, because there's always that. Oh, dude, that we could actually fight.
Dog, I know. Like some of my friends that train MMA. They're like, even you. I remember you told me, it was like, dude, sometimes I just wish someone would just test me, dude. Just fuck God would just test me, bro. Dude, some of my friends that
I wish that sometimes.
Dude, some of my friends that are really into MMA, they're like, fuck, bro. I just want someone to just try me one day, you know.
And that's why you should be careful with who you fuck with.
Yeah, seriously. But I never heard a woman say, like, I don't want to sound like sexist or anything, but I don't ever seen a woman say, like, oh, I can't wait for this bitch to test me one day, you know?
What? Of course.
Yeah, they're just.
Of course.
Yeah, you know.
100%. Did I ever tell you the cat fight that I witnessed and was kind of a part of?
And you're just staring.
In Mexico?
What happened?
Okay, so I go to Puebla. And
Spanish words.
Yeah, it's some part of Mexico.
Puebla
it's kind of like the UCF.
Isn't that like a clay house? A Puebla.
That's Pueblo.
Pueblo. Oh,
and that's
Pablo.
Pueblo is
like
town.
Pablo.
No, Pueblo is town.
Pueblo.
Is like town.
Puebla
is
a town. But
Puebla's a city.
But Pueblo is a
is
a clay house.
No,
built by Aztecs.
It's not. Is
Mayas? Is that what they call them? The Mayas?
Right. Because
Am I making this up?
Pueblo is something you say like, it's a pueblo. It's like a little town.
Oh, it's a little pueblo.
Yeah, but it's not
Pablo.
It's
what's
not
a Pablo?
It's a human being.
Shit, dude, they got me.
God, your lack of Spanish is baffling.
But what's a Pabla?
That's just another language.
That's a female. It's a female man.
A Pabla?
A Pabla.
That doesn't exist.
Why not?
I
you
don't know,
Spanish
we can make
speakers,
one.
Bro. Pablo, Puebla,
Point is,
Pizza Hut.
I was in Mexico, in a town in Mexico City. It's kind of like the college town of Mexico. One of them, at least.
College town of Mexico, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that little area
blew my mind a little bit.
And you think Mexico really is just like a trash country. It's
got
not.
my toes curling,
hundreds of millions of people.
Oh my God.
And so I went there with Pablo.
You went there with a Pablo?
With Pablo, with Canales.
You went there with Pablo? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was me, Jorge. Oh my God, I've killed Russell. It was me, Jorge. This is just the incompetency of his language skills right here. This dude is 21. 22, does not know a lick of Spanish and has been living in this country.
My dad speaks fluent Spanish too.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's the funny thing is he's part Spanish.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know anything.
I just choose not to. It's a choice, a life choice. It's a life choice.
It goes against your morals and
my American morals.
Anyway, we go to a club.
My patriotism.
We go to a club, and I was with a female friend there. We go to a club.
So you were in. Puebla.
I was in Puebla with Pablo.
Whoa, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I was in Puebla with Pablo.
It's like wait, it's like I'm in a house with Holmes.
I was in a house with Holmes. Yeah, so I was in Puebla with Pablo, and we went to a club, and I ended up basically dancing with this girl, and then Jorge, our other friend, ended up dancing with another girl. Canales gets, I don't know if I should say it, whatever. Canales gets blackout drunk, basically. I'm airing his dirty laundry, but he gets blackout drunk, and he's like, yo, I'm going to go get some fresh air. We were like, all right, no worries.
Fresh air in Mexico? Does that exist?
That's funny. That's actually funny. No, it was in Puebla, remember, so it's cleaner air.
Oh, okay.
And he walks out, apparently, and I was still with this girl, but I had never been told that he had left. He told Jorge that, right?
Okay.
But Jorge's still dancing with this girl.
Damn, this guy.
And there's another female friend there, talking to some other girl. And whatever, the night ends, we leave, and I'm with this female friend, and I'm walking her back to, like, I think I was gonna crash at her sofa or something like that.
Okay.
And I was walking back with her. We went the other way, and like I don't know where Jorge is, where Canales is, nothing. Then all of a sudden, I turn around. We were so drunk. I turn around, and then Jorge's like, Christian, Canales is dying, and I was like, what? And I run to where he's taking me, which is literally it's like this long street. It's like Lincoln Road.
Yeah.
It's as if I told you like,
but poor
Russell.
Lincoln Road, but poor.
Yeah. It's like the club street though. So it's like if I told you like Russell, come with me. And then I sprint down Lincoln Road and I'm just like running back behind you.
That with you.
And all of a sudden I get to a place where I see a couple and a dude on the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like a couple standing and then a dude in the middle. And I come up to him and I see the dude on the floor and it's Canales. And I'm like, Canales, are you alright? Whatever. And I start talking to him and I hold him and he's bleeding from the mouth and the nose.
It's like a movie. It's like one of those novellas.
And he's Jesus. And he's bleeding from the mouth and the nose. And I'm like, are you alright? And he's like, he's like murmuring. He's so drunk that he doesn't understand.
This is like Endgame.
The thing is, I don't know if he's drunk.
War,
I don't know if he's too drunk or if he's like brain damaged.
Like, Mr. Munoz, I don't feel so well.
Mr. Munoz,
I don't feel so well.
And I'm like, where's your phone? Where's everything? He's like, oh, and he does like this, and he has no phone and no wallet. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, and he told me, and I infer that he got jumped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, we can figure this out later. And I stand up and I'm like, and I say thank you to the couple. I'm like, hey, thank you, dude. This couple, it was like a 24-year-old dude. I was 19 or 20 at the time. And this dude's tall. He's like 6'3".
Okay.
He's like 6'3", 210. No. Okay. I would have had his head. And then the girl is like a 5'6", just a random girl. And she's clearly older than the dude. Mm-hmm. And they're just like standing over him. And I'm like, thank you so much for taking care of him. We'll take him now. And they go, no.
No.
I'm like, what do you mean no? And they're like, how? And the girl's drunk as fuck. She goes, well, how do we know that you're actually his friend? And I look at her, and Jorge was there too. And dude, if you think me and Canales go back, Jorge knows him like
the shit bitches
3 years.
Say, dude, I swear to God.
Jorge knows Canales for like 3 more years or just longer in general. And Jorge and I were like, we were so taken.
She just wants to start drama.
We were so taken aback
shit.
by this comment that we were like infuriated. We were like, what the fuck do you mean if we're his actual friend? I was like, do you want a picture I have with him? I can show you a pictures I have with him when we were in freshman. And we were well over graduate at this point. And she was like, no, I just don't know. And I was like, all right, And as I'm saying this, I'm like picking him up. And she pushes me. She's like, no, get away from him. She goes, we're taking him back home.
Well, what the guy?
The guy was just looking at us like, what the fuck?
Wait, the guy?
The guy was like the calm one.
Was he like sober?
No. Oh. But he was like the calm one though. The girl was like, she like pushes me away, I believe. And she goes, we're going to take him home with us. And then we'll see. I was like, we'll see what? She goes, and then she starts calling us horrible friends for leaving him. And we're like, shut the fuck up. She's like, you don't know what happened. What really happened in reality was that Jorge completely forgot about him because he was basically hooking up with this girl. Mm-hmm. And he was too busy. And he just forgot.
That's my dog.
He just forgot about Canales. Okay. Because it's like if I told you, hey, I'm going to go get some fresh air. I'm going to head out real quick. I just never come back.
The booth was too strong.
And I just never come back. And you're like, oh, where's Christian? And I'm lying on the floor out there. And we're like,
I don't know how to act, dude.
And we told him.
I don't know how to act if some girl said that.
We told her, like, what the fuck are you talking? We're like, all right, and we started getting, like, frustrated. We're like, just give him us. But he was, like, dead weight, so I'm trying to carry him. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, the girl that we were with was drunk as fuck. She popped out. She was like, bitch, fuck you. Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bitches always start drama.
And the other girl goes, fuck you say to me, bitch. Shit. And they come up to each other. And I'm like, and I'm literally, so I'm basically against the street trying to get a taxi, like with Canales in my arms, trying to like wipe the blood. This dude like spits blood on me.
What happened with the girl? Did they fight?
He's spitting blood on me, and Jorge's like kind of like standing behind me, I'm looking at the street, and they're behind me, like on the furthest part of the sidewalk. There's Jorge there, and then there's another dude there called Gentaro. He's a Japanese friend I have.
Oh, Jap. Yes.
He's a Jap and a fellow Asian. And he's looking at them, and then the girls are trying to like screaming it out. Okay. And then Kentaro's talking to the dude like, yo, like, what's up? Like, what's wrong? And he's just like looking at the girls, and I'm holding Canales, and then all of a sudden I hear, ah, da, da, and screams entice. I call a taxi up, and I'm like, give me a second. And I turn around, and I see the girls very close to each other. And I'm like, oh no. And I go up to them, and I'm like, Canales, stay here. And he like falls over on his side on the street.
I don't think he heard you, dude. I don't think he heard you.
And then I get up and I go to the girl and I'm like, hold up. And then immediately it starts, bro.
Oh no.
My friend grabs this girl's hair, pulls her down. Mm-hmm. They get back up and they start, dude, they start fighting. And I tried to get in the middle. I'm like, oh, females, please.
Just
And I
grab them both
walk
by the
in,
neck,
dude. I thought
cats.
it was gonna be that easy,
you know.
and I get in the middle. I've never felt a hit so substantial that I just fly away.
It knocked the wind out of you.
I got knocked away so I don't even know what happened. All I know is I got in the middle of them, and I was trying to separate them, and the force of those two humans just sent me flying.
Just collided
I end up
onto you.
flying on my ass.
How much do they weigh? Like
scraped.
130, I'm assuming? Like 120 maybe?
They're probably both like 120.
Wow, dude, that's a lot of force on you.
Yeah, so I just flew away. I fell on my ass. I get back up, and I try to pull them apart again. And then my other friend is like full of blood. It just goes full of blood. I don't know if you know, but I don't know where it is. I think Kentaro still has it. Remember that Kylie Jenner shirt I had, the white one?
Yeah.
That I told you it was full of blood? I think I told you.
You told me.
That was from that fight. That was from Kanala spitting on me. This girl, she like...
I was there when you bought that
her.
shirt too. Jesus,
She
really?
swung at her and ended up clipping her finger on like a rusty fence. And like her finger opened up and started pouring blood. And then, yeah, it was horrible. That was a cat fight, dude. I love cat fights.
Dude. I never seen one.
No.
I've been out to bars. I've been out to all that shit. Never seen females fight, but I've heard like they like fighting too, but only females to females.
I've heard many people say that. Like many of the girls I associate myself with or my exes would always be like, "No, I'd never fight." And I was like, "Really though? Like if you caught me having sex with another girl, you wouldn't throw hands with her?"
Fight that girl?
I was like, I don't know about that. She was like, no, because she's clearly a lower class citizen because she knows. And I'm like, all right, chill. First of all, you don't know the situation.
Yeah, like
And
you've never been in that situation.
Can you imagine if like you move in, like let's say I move in with one of my exes and then they just walk in one day and I'm having sex with another girl, dude, they would kill the bitch.
Dude, like when I'm dating and I hear like, oh yeah, oh this guy's being nice to me. Oh, that's it, dude. I don't give a fuck, bro. He's being nice to you? Nah, son. I'm the only one that can be nice to you. You know, I get a little jealousy. I want to beat his ass, you know, in a sense.
You
know?
shouldn't be like that.
Oh, of course not. But I mean,
for example, me personally, every single time I've had that idea, like, oh, he was hitting on you, I get kind of
angry.
5-6 times that I'm like, maybe this dude, I've been right every single time.
Yeah.
Men are so easy.
Men are so easy. You can read them.
And you know what?
Because
they know. Like, girls know.
Girls know.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's my friend.
Don't play that shit, dude.
I had one of my exes used to have a friend that he liked her.
Okay.
And she would basically use him. She would be like, oh, I don't have an iPhone charger. And he'd be like, I'm going to run off campus and get you one. I'll be back in 15. Like, sprint away.
Okay. And what does he get from this?
Well, hopefully nothing, but my girl gets a charger, you know?
He's just white knighting this whole thing.
Yeah, she thinks that she's going to realize that I'm treating her incorrectly or something. But she would tell me this, and I'd be like, that's kind of fucked up. And don't you think?
Yeah,
and
of course.
She'd be like, oh, but I don't want to be with him. And I'm like, all right, so let's say I take that at face value, and I do believe you.
Yeah.
You're still kind of using this human being.
You still are, yeah.
Dude, females are evil, bro.
Dude,
some of them are evil.
One girl I dated, man, she used to tell me about, like, her childhood, like, growing up and, like, and stuff, dude. She would, like, in a sense, manipulate, flirt just to get stuff done, get her homework done by guys, you know, and not give anything, you know. They just do it, like, oh, I need some homework done, and just flirt a little bit and get that shit done, you know. Like they get free shit all the time, but guys, like, we don't, unless you're like a model or something. But like, I've never seen that happen for guys, man. I never got free shit. I don't know. I'm ugly though. I'm super ugly.
You think so? I mean, I've gotten free shit, but not like because I'm attractive. But like if a girl likes you and she has shit, she'll be like,
okay, I've had that. Okay,
like I've got a lot of free shit from like girlfriends and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, girlfriends and stuff like that.
My power beats, bro, were a gift.
Oh yeah.
Still use them years later.
Yeah, that's right. We got your ass, dude.
I got that ass,
dude. Who won? Who really won, dude? You did. Yeah, no. You know, I just for some reason this whole conversation I was trying to say this one thing, dude. I remember that. I forgot who said this joke. I think it was Bill Burr. He was like talking about ugly women, like how they want like all these like hot guys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, it's like hey, like if you don't got a fat ass or like big tits, like you're basically a guy. It's like you gotta work. You gotta work like the rest of us. I'm like, kinda, dude. It's like you're not gonna get shit handed to you. You know,
it is pretty crazy though how like females.
You got
a lot of women, if they're attractive, like they can just live off like their social media.
Yeah, no,
men don't have that,
dude. I was talking to this girl. She works with me. Like, I'm just gonna name drop her because she's really cool. She's awesome. I'm really grateful that
Well, you didn't say the name. I want to know the name.
Oh, Claudia. Like, she's really nice. Like, I was just texting her. Like, she's awesome. Like,
You're just texting.
Yeah, but she's a very pretty woman.
Oh,
you know,
shit, Claudia's about to get this
no,
Asian dick.
No, I joke with her too. I joke with her like that.
Oh shit,
No,
you're already on the joking face. Listen, Claudia, Claudia's about to get this dick.
Okay, anyway, yeah, but like, but she's like young. She's 21, and I followed her. Bro, chill. Anyways, okay, so she's a nice girl, right? And then she's like, I followed her on Instagram, and she's like, oh yeah, I got like 3,000 followers, and then I only follow like 200 people. I'm like, okay, that's reasonable. And she even tells me, like, it's because I'm a girl. Like, that's why I have a lot of followers. That's why people like me, because I'm a girl. You know, like it's true though. You know, that not a lot of guys would have like.
I still love how that's a lot of followers according to Miami standards.
I know, yeah. I mean, to Miami, because there's so many women. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, you know, like, but every single girl that you attempt to follow at least has 1,000 plus.
The girl, like, I hit on a girl on a boat, and I was like, hey, follow me back.
She has like
12,000.
12,000. Yeah.
No
like
biggie.
nothing.
Yeah, just a normal human being.
I know,
there.
like, I have some girls that follow me that have like 20,000, 10,000. And then I even ask them, I'm like, how do you get so many? It's like, oh, just guys just follow me. And they get really weird DMs too.
Oh my God. I used to go on my ex's, with her permission, of course, but I used to, as a joke, I would grab her phone and I would go through her DMs. She's what was showing her? She's kind of like a fitness page.
Yeah.
And I would look at her fucking DMs, dude.
Weird, right?
Oh
so
my
weird.
Lord, dude. It was horrible. Like, I think, what does she have? Let me check on my name. I'm not gonna name drop this girl because.
But like what I was saying, like, dude, I was looking at her DMs too. Like, I look at like girls' DMs like that, dude. They have some weirdos, dude. Like, they like comment on everything. They reply to every story.
4.6 thousand, all right? That's what this girl has.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember she used to have like 3.5 when I was with her. And I would check her DMs. Oh my God. She would get some people like offering money to have sex with her. She would get people like offering money for feet pics. I don't know what you weird motherfuckers, dude. Offering feet pics. What the fuck's wrong with all of you?
I donated to your Twitch. Where are the feet pics?
Dude, it was weird. Dude, like sometimes, and then
I have a weird story.
She would get random, like you could I remember I set up her business account on IG, and you know how you can message them for like business.
Yeah.
I had my phone number set as the business.
Oh,
because when I set it up for her, I was like,
troll.
When I set up her business account, I was like,
you're slick, bro. You're trying to whore yourself out,
so,
dude. You want that money?
So I set up my ex's business account for her fitness page.
Yeah.
And for her influencer page, it was a fitness page. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna put my phone so you don't get bothered. And she was like, all right. And I was like, yes, perfect.
You fucked up, dude.
And no, because I didn't want any dude like hitting on her through her fucking
of course
thing.
not.
So I put my phone number, and I would occasionally get men being like, when I was named over, she'll be like, hey, how are you?
How do they start off? How do they like approach you?
Dude, the funny thing about this is there's a lot of men who have no game. They'll hit you up like
they just hit you up as like, hey,
they'll hit you up like, hey, beautiful, you want to go out one of these days? And so I would look at him and I'll be like, if I had a vagina, I would not be turned on at all, and whatsoever.
No, dude, like, no.
Any male who's watching this, really sit down, look at your conversations, with any girl you're hitting on, and see if the roles were inversed, would you like them to be like that with you? That's what I'm about
to say, dude. Like, if a girl hit you up and say, hey, would you want to go out? What would you say? I've had saying that to you.
Whenever I've been on Tinder, occasionally I'll get not really. I've had some girls be like, really? "What's up, daddy? Let me sit on your face." I'd be weird. Like, "You're I don't know about that."
Yeah, I get kind of weirded out by that too.
It's kind of strange when you get someone to just immediately.
It's like a first impression, and I don't know.
Yeah, and like
you don't start if a girl because like that.
If a girl comes up to me and goes, "Hey, let me sit on you," and you said the same thing to a girl, dude, no female would be like, oh yes,
unless you're super attractive or like an actor or something.
I don't even think so, dude. Like,
I mean, if you're a rapper or something, maybe a musician.
Well, in that case, but you're not having sex
Zac
with.
Efron came up to you.
But in that case,
I'd let Zac
Efron sit on my face,
dude. No homo, but
dude, Zac Efron can sit on this face anytime,
bro, dude. Like, no,
I'm not a homo, but I'll try it out.
Dude, he's an attractive looking man. Like sometimes I look away because,
Zac
because
Efron is
I'm
beautiful.
afraid I might get a boner, dude.
Zac Efron is beautiful.
Sometimes I might just look away because staring at him too long, dude.
Get you hard.
It'll get you hard.
Oh
It'll get you a little chub. Not gonna lie, he's a dime piece, no homo.
No, he is a dime piece.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways.
But that's what I'm saying is that if Zac Efron came to you and he was like, "Yo," well, not you, to a female, and he was like, "Yo, sit on my face, girl." I feel like Zac Efron wouldn't he'd be getting the roll on her face because he's Zac Efron, not because he's attractive. He's just a normal run of the mill human being.
You sure about that?
I'm almost positive.
He's very attractive.
But
no
the thing
homo.
is, no female. Well, I shouldn't say no female.
Okay.
Most people, when they get hit on like that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how attractive you are. It gives off a rapey vibe, dude.
Yeah.
If he was a random dude, because
it's
they're
a little rapey. Yeah.
They're like for example, I don't know. I've had some conversations with girls who are like, "Yeah, I really like how you look. You're really attractive." I promise you, if my first message to them was like, "Yo, come get this dick," they would be like, "No."
Yeah, no.
They would just be like, "No."
Let's think of Christopher. No, not what's that guy's name? The dude from Superbad.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Is that him? The good dude with the glasses.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Okay.
He's a 3-piece name.
For some reason, I keep thinking it's Chloe Grace Moretz, but
no, it's from Kick-Ass.
Okay,
and that's a female.
I know. I mixed their names up because there's 3 parts.
Dude, Chloe's my girl, bro. I've always loved Chloe. I've always loved Chloe Grace Moretz.
I don't think she's that pretty. Anyways, but yeah, like him, like he's a nerdy, weird-looking guy. You know, like if he would DM a girl and he's famous, like most likely she'll be like, she is famous, you know. Wow, it's like couple million.
There are other things that are playing into factor.
Yeah, that's true. And it depends on the girl, you know. But if he was a normal guy,
hell no.
It would just get shut down.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
absolutely not. But that's what kind of what I'm saying is that I would get these messages from guys hitting on my girl.
Oh, that must be weird.
And it would be just like,
you know what that kind of reminds me of?
Insert name.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, I'll be like, hey,
did you flirt back?
No, I wouldn't catfish them. But it would be like, hey, what's up? And I'd be like, hello. And I'd just put like hello, and they'd be like, how are you? And I would just not reply because I was like, okay, this dude just wants to like know what's up with me. He wants to know what's good.
How are these conversations? How are they? They sound weird. They sound very awkward.
That's my point.
Like they have no game.
This is my point, all right? A lot of I was listening to Bill Burr also, and Bill Burr says that you should try to always hit on people. You know that idea
we referenced Bill Burr like 6 times in this. Okay.
I have. Hell, you know that idea that female, really attractive girls don't get hit on a lot because all the guys, you know that idea?
They're kind of intimidated in a
There's
sense?
There's this very thin strain of thought that says that really T-H-O-T. Of T-H-O-U-G-H-T, yes. Of that really attractive females don't get hit on a lot because men look at them and just think they're unattainable.
Yeah.
That is partially true.
That is.
However, they still do get hit on a lot. The thing is, dude, they get hit on a lot by fucking creeps. Like
they still do.
They still do. I'm saying, I'm saying like this is perfect. I don't think in Spanish you call it perfecto pasado. So it means like you can. It applies to now and past.
That sounds like a pasado. What is that? Like a
past,
one of those
past.
Pasado
means past.
Damn, it sounds good, dude. It sounds like one of those like pasta dishes. Pasado.
Well, actually, no. If you say posada, it means like kind of like a party type situation. Wow, and pasado,
delicious.
It's crazy how one letter will change the fucking meaning.
Like ceviche, you know. Ceviche is that two double meaning?
No,
delicious.
Ceviche just means ceviche. But what I'm saying is that they would get on by a lot of people who would have an over sense of confidence and therefore think that they're gonna get the bag. You know, they're gonna bag the girl, but they're just hideous guys who like hit on them so directly that it's annoying.
It's really weird too. It's so weird. It's so weird. I've seen like girls' DMs. Fucking weird.
You carry on. This girl that I know that has a lot of like I'm talking about like over 90K. Yeah. She has a private that I follow her on, and she posted a text message like,
God, she's
I don't even know.
Oh my God.
I'll do it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look it up real quick. She doesn't expose you, but there's this dude that DM'd her. I'm not gonna say who she is, but
that's crazy.
She goes, someone told her something, and she is DMs, right? Like look at this shit. She DM'd her. And she goes, no, really? I'm translating in the moment, so give me some slack. She goes, no, really? I don't want anything with anyone at the moment. Mm-hmm. And he goes...
Can I say one thing? These guys are coming in either wanting sex or relationship. Dude, that's fucking crazy. You don't do that.
Wait, what did you say?
They're coming into these conversations either wanting a sex or a relationship, and they disguise it as just being friends. But it's so creepy, you know?
This is
okay, but
so
continue.
fucking creepy. And then she goes, okay, I don't know what he said before, but most likely they were like, oh, do you want a relationship? And it starts with her saying, not really, no, basically.
Yeah, okay.
And he goes,
he started off that conversation like that?
I don't know. No. Her first reply, she cut off a part.
Okay, first of all, you don't fucking ask a female, do you want a relationship?
I don't know what she said, but she said something along the lines because she said, no, I'm not looking for anything right now. And then he goes, I'm having a good time. I just got back from my job and it's raining, so it's fucking horrible. Whatever. Tomorrow I have a free day. Haha.
Free day,
and then he goes,
capital free day.
And then he goes second. So yeah, I'm free tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then he goes second message. He goes, damn, that sucks. Oh, he probably asked her out because he goes, damn, that sucks. Just because I asked you out or anything doesn't mean I want something in specific like you think. And then the next message he goes, it's just to get to know each other and stuff. And 2 exclamation points. And she goes, no, thank you. And then he goes, fuck, not even the chance or the attempt, which basically means like, you didn't even give me a shot. But look at it's literally, she writes in her totality, she wrote 3 lines and he wrote 12 or some shit like that.
Oh my God, dude, that cringes me out.
Dude, sometimes I'll reply and then I'll read the reply back and I'll be like, I was cringing so hard yesterday. It was like 2 a.m. and some girl hit me up that I hadn't talked to in like 2 weeks or a week and a half. Mm-hmm. It was like 1:30 a.m. and I replied at 1:35 and I was like, yeah, what's up, whatever. And I'm looking at it later when she wasn't replying and I was like, oh my God, Christian, please. Yeah. Don't be this pathetic.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be this dude being like, hey, I want to just get to know you and stuff.
And stuff, bro. That's so cringy, man, dude. Like, dude, that's so uncomfortable, dude. That's really uncomfortable. I don't like I feel like these guys don't go to school or like they're working a job and they have no like interaction with females, a lot, That's why they do that. It's really creepy though, Like you have to go in a social environment and then try to hit.
Do you think so?
Up.
Well, here's my question to you.
Yeah.
How would you slide into someone's DMs you don't know? Like,
that's the thing.
Put yourself in my shoes. You live in Cancun. Mm-hmm. This is a real thing because I do it every once in a while.
Okay.
I follow a lot of girls and males too, but girls that I just don't know, and sometimes they follow me back, but I don't know them personally, but they know a lot of people I know. So like, if you check, it'll say like. XXX girl, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it'll say 5,000 followers. She follows you back. So the DM would go through.
Yeah.
But she has 45 followers in common with you. How do you slide into your DMs? Like, what do you do? Because you can't just be like, you can't just go like, hey, come get this dick. Because she'd be like, oh my God, everyone knows you. You can't do that.
Exactly. No, I think.
How would you do it?
Maybe like reply to her story, be like, oh my God, that's hilarious. But I wouldn't even like come off like that, I'd be like, oh, if she posts something, I'll be like, well, that's like, or talk about like something.
So if she posts something,
but
so you would screenshot it and then send it to her through her DMs.
No, reply to her story.
Okay.
Not like, oh my God, that's creepy.
That's creepy as fuck.
No, dude, I don't know, man. Like, do you know this girl or not? Not even. You just have common people that follow.
You just have common people that follow you.
I wouldn't even slide.
But that's how people do it in the U.S. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, but it's just really creepy.
Like,
so but that's the thing. That's the thing. I'll say this, dude. That's why they have Tinder. Because, dude, Instagram, like, a girl's not going to slide into someone's DMs quite often. I'm not, but maybe it might work. But look, Tinder is a place that, you and the girl have a common interest of getting to know people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're already on a common playing ground mentally.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, she's on Tinder. Why is she on Tinder? To meet guys. I'm on Tinder to meet girls. But on Instagram, it's like, it's just some place that you just talk to your friends and post.
So you wouldn't slide into someone's DMs
on
in that
Instagram, situation? No, unless I know
But
somebody.
what if she's just like beautiful and you're like, I need to get to know this girl?
Then I'll find another way. You got to find another way.
Okay.
Because you just can't be screenshotted like that,
See, I have no issue with going up to like a random girl on Instagram that like knows people I know.
Yeah.
There has to be like separation though. Like there can't be. There's either 2 situations. Mm-hmm. One, I just don't know her at all. Yeah. Like she doesn't know anyone I know. There's like 2 followers in common.
Yeah.
Which I feel is easier actually.
Yeah.
Or there's like 1 degree of separation, which means my friend knows her.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So if that happens, I have no issue with getting screenshots saying like, hey, what's up? Are you from Cancun? Or not?
Yeah,
I wouldn't start like that, but I would reply to something in a story and be like, I think the common thing. I'm revealing the secrets of the trade here.
Now these women know.
Like if I don't know
Let 'em
you,
know,
and
dude.
I'll like DM you something, and they'll be like, oh, I don't know where we know each other from or whatever. Be like, oh, we don't. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Are you from here?
Yeah,
And then boom, and then you can start a conversation.
That's fine, yeah. And then if she's dry, she's dry, and just like leave it off. Text her maybe some other time. You know, don't force the conversation. Never force the conversation.
That's the thing with a lot of men.
A lot of men, they're like so or like whoa, you know, like it's like and stuff. You know, it's just ridiculous, dude.
But you know the thing with women.
Because a lot of men talk with their penises. You know,
I've gotten slid into my people have slid into my DMs.
The women,
not occasionally. I only have like 700 followers, but not occasionally.
The hundreds of women.
I've had people slide into my DMs or like hit me with the follow, like 3 pictures and then DM.
Yeah. Oh, I've had that too.
But
I'm ugly as shit.
Girls,
though,
girls have no game. Most of girls have no game. Like, or like a girl will DM, send a message on Tinder or whatever, and it'll just be like, "Hey," and I'd be like,
"Yeah."
Is that how you start your?
Girls do that.
Is that how you hit on people? You're like, "What's up?" Just know, and then you go, "Oh, not much. What about you?" And then they go, "Not much." You're like, "Oh, so you want me now to start carrying the conversation, right?"
Exactly. No, because in a sense, I feel like they have no game, and they just, I guess, they expect kind of guys to be the one that do it. In my opinion, I don't know. I'm no female, and I have no game myself, Yeah.
I have no game in English whatsoever. I think I said this multiple times,
dude. I have better game in person than online. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Really? I have better game in person, but in Spanish, I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't be working.
Game
and that's not Spanish. But if I really like you, I feel like I think this goes for everyone though. If I really like you, I have like issues trying to like if a girl I do not really care for, if I hit on her, it's much easier for me than a girl I really do not want to fuck up with because the pressure's on me.
Yeah.
So you never know if to go hard or to go or to like
but
just
I feel like I can express myself in person more because like and also like for me like hitting on girls I would say it's easier in person, and for me like I don't treat like if you're really pretty and fine, like I'm not gonna treat you like a goddess. I'm just gonna treat you like I would treat any other girl or guy. I'm just gonna be like, I'll make jokes, I'll roast you. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm just gonna be myself, I feel
like one of the greatest things you can do is make fun of a really attractive girl.
Yeah,
it immediately like lowers it. Because not make fun of the guys. Don't humiliate them. I'm saying like you make part of a joke or whatever, and immediately be like, oh shit, like this dude doesn't like.
Yeah, this dude's not like oh I'm trying to fuck, Like I go up to like there's a really like Claudia like I would go up to her, I'm like, what up, bitch? And then,
oh my god.
Like but we're cool. Like I love her,
Well, if she's okay with that, then it's kind of like a pre-established thing.
But or I'm like I start off by saying like a question and I just like kind of make a joke.
Oh, you've shown me this girl, I think.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But anyways,
I was talking about her.
And she's cool, dude. She's awesome.
Isn't she coming? Is that the girl that's coming with us to Theo Von?
I'm trying to see if she wants to
go.
Oh,
fuck. All right. I hope she never sees this thing.
No, but she's cool, though. She's really cool. She like, I mess with her, and, like, I hope I hope she's cool with that. But, I mean, we're cool. But, yeah, I mean, I think it's better in person. Like you can just mess with them, text. I think girls on text, or, like, guys, too, like, sometimes they're making a joke, and you don't think it's a joke, And you just take it the wrong way.
It's surprisingly difficult to be comical. Be comical through text.
Because sometimes you make like
some people take it totally like incorrectly.
Yeah, like sometimes you're like, oh, like I might die or something as a joke, and then they're like, wait, are you serious? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I say some mean shit in person, and then I think the only person that I'm actually 100% real with on text is with you and Canales. I say some fucked up. Like if anyone over here reads our comments with like or checks with me and Russell, y'all would like. I would type Russell will be driving and I'm like, oh, I hope you don't end up in the ER.
Yeah,
or like shit like that.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly. I always say like, oh, you might have dementia or some shit.
Or I'll be like,
I sent him a link to like early stages of cancer.
Yeah, there was this one time in my life where I was really concerned for something I had going on in my throat,
and I just said,
and Russ was like, "Dude, it's a cancer. Holy shit,
like,
you should go get that checked out."
Here's this link. Check out this link.
And I know this man is joking, but if someone took our text for face value, that's the issue with the legal system and texting.
Oh, now here comes more politics.
No, not this. I heard that apparently something really good for you to do, to kind of like stop you from getting accused of rape is if you ever sleep with someone, you should text them like, "Hey, I had fun last night," and if they're like, "Yeah, me too," then you're good.
Yeah.
And if they agree to a second date, you're perfect, because it shows a lot of well, she's okay with it and she would voluntarily want to see you again. So it makes you kind of not scot-free because you didn't rape her, but
yeah, of course,
it saves you from a rape case.
Dude, I was thinking, I remember just a random like story I wanted to tell you. I used to work at Publix, the supermarket, and dude, like there's this, I was maybe 17 or 18 at the time, and bro, I remember this girl, not gonna drop her name, you know her, she's very pretty, blonde hair, she's awesome, like she's like a really cool person that I get to. Really pretty, like she's very pretty, like I and she's like one of those girls that I get to like just fuck around, just like, hey, what up, bitch, like, you know, I don't give a shit. And bro, she was 14 at the time. She used to be 14.
Oh god,
dude, this girl got hit on like crazy, dude. This girl got hit on like every day, and because she looked older.
Oh,
she was tall.
Didn't she attend us one day at Publix?
Attend us?
Like, didn't she?
She said hi, I think, one time.
Yeah, and you told me, how old do you think she is?
We saw her at Steak and Shake.
Oh, it's the same person?
Yeah, it's the same person.
How old is she now?
She's 18, 19, I think.
Yeah. She once said hi, and I was like, she's like 20, and Russell was like, she's 17. No, she was 16 at the time.
She was 16, I think. She was 15 or 16.
Holy
but
shit.
Man, she was 14 when I first met her. We used to joke around, dude. And like, she used to tell me all these creepy men, and I see it too. There's just one guy. Like, she was like, just like in like the store. This older gentleman walked up to her, kissed her on the cheek.
Whoa.
Yeah, like this maybe 50-year-old guy, and said, "I'm your boyfriend now."
Oh my god.
He says, "I'm your boyfriend now," and then just walked away.
It's creepy.
And she was like, dude, that's like I don't know, it kind of scars you a bit, you know? It kind of fucks with your head.
Did he know her though? Like,
no, he didn't know her.
It's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, and then I remember this one guy. She was like outside, and this guy was like walking around like this, like I guess he was like kind of dressed nice, you know. He was older man, you know, older gentleman. He was maybe 30 years old, you know, and this guy was like walking with some gift bag, and then he saw her and he was like, "Hey, do you want this?" I was there, I saw this, and she was like, "No," and then he was like, "Oh, it has like perfume and stuff, and do you want it?" He's like, "Here, just take it," and he was like kind of forcing her to take it like as a gift. It was so awkward, dude. Like, she was like, "No, I don't take things just randomly." Like people just offering her stuff. This guy like offered to buy her food. Like it's really creepy, dude.
Hungry as fuck.
I know, I'm hungry too, dude.
Just derailing that conversation.
I know.
Russell woke me up. I haven't eaten. I'm on a diet right now, but the only food I'm eating apparently right now is Dunkin' Donuts. Yo, I want to tell you something real quick. Yeah. That's horrible, by the way. I can't imagine. That's
really creepy, dude.
I cannot imagine that.
She's my girl though. She's cool.
Something that happened to me yesterday at work.
Mm-hmm.
No, 2 days ago at work, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hilarious. So, I always there used to be these two cooks. I always work with the same people, right? And these two cooks would always
African Americans?
No, it was it's this Latin female, this white dude, and then two cooks. And two cooks were semi-Spanish.
Are they ethnic? Oh,
Spanish, okay, Spanish and white, and
they look Spanish. You don't know that. You can't.
No, they are. I've talked to them. Yeah. Well, anyway, the point is that the cooks would always, because I'm kind of chill with them, they would always give me free food and whatever. And the cooks would sometimes fuck with me and put hot sauce in my water, or like in the straw, or whatever.
Y'all really out there, huh?
And every time I would drink something from it, and I would feel the hot sauce. Like sometimes I would bite on the straw, and they would open it and put it from the bottom and put a paper towel in. So when I would suck it, and there would be a couple of seconds where I would be freaking out because I wouldn't know if it was what hot sauce it was, you know?
Oh yeah, it could be one of those ghost pepper.
But they would always put Tabasco in it, whatever. And coincidentally, the cooks also make ghost pepper sauce, stuff like that.
Did they make it themselves?
Yes. We really have,
that's
like,
awesome.
not commercially, but they make it for us.
I had a little bit
And
of
some people that are chill with us will ask for it.
it.
And
I had some. Remember that time?
well, here it goes.
Oh, here
and
it
so
goes.
I'm talking to them, and I mean, I just don't know. You guys can visit me where I work at, I guess. Sam, the co-owner, he comes up to me, and we're laughing. And one of the cooks has left, so it's just the other one. Super chill with him either way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another dude that I don't really know. And I'm talking to Sam, and we're all joking around, and I'm like, yeah, they used to always fuck with me putting hot sauce, because he said, like, oh, I'm going to hot sauce your drink, and laughed. And I was like, I've already had it happen to me multiple times, and I laugh. And I go, but it's always Tabasco, so I'm always kind of freaking the fuck out. I'm always scared it's going to be ghost pepper. And Sam's like, oh, you haven't been ghost peppered yet?
Oh, shit. Why'd you say
and
that?
I was like, no, Sam, I haven't. And then the other girl goes, Monica, I can just say her name. Monica goes, oh, I have been multiple times. It's funny. And then Sam's like, I'll do it to you today. And I had my blender bottle. I have that blender bottle right there, literally, the Batman one. And I had my BCAAs in it. And I have it, like, I'm closing it always. And I'm working. I go to the kitchen, come back, whatever. And then I look in my blender bottle and it's open. I'm like, it's a sketch.
Shit.
So I grab it and I smell it, and everyone's kind of like, like kind of like
And you
standing
went for
around
it?
and looking at me. And I look at it and I'm like, come on, guys, you gotta be better than that. And I wipe it down, and everyone's like, oh fuck, I thought we had you. And I wipe it down, and I smell it, and it smells good, and I kind of mix it around.
I think I know where this is going.
And then I take the sip, because Sam goes, no, I didn't hot sauce the drink. So I was like, Sam, they're BCAAs. Like, this shit isn't water,
Yeah.
Like, you actually fucked up my drink. He's like, no, I just put it on the little tap.
Yeah.
I wipe it, mix it, drink it. No, that ghost pepper was still there, dude.
It was fucked up?
It was still there. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Not because
dude.
he dropped it in, but because the plastic kind of kept the
plastic
property,
kept
and I wasn't
that, dude.
expecting
And
it
it's
to
not
be.
Tabasco.
Listen, I want to be real with you, though. I was kind of intoxicated. As I was
work?
Yeah. And I drank it. Holy shit. I have never felt this feeling of remorse. I took it, and I didn't want to act like a bitch, so I basically suffered in silence.
Oh my god,
But
dude.
I hope everyone understands, I had already wiped it. I had already shooken it, and I drank it, and it felt like my lips were in the 7th ring of hell. It was horrible. For like 45 minutes, and then I would try to drink it, and I would go through, like,
Dude,
I could barely
just throw
breathe.
the whole thing out, man.
No, I drank it
Holy
all. I drank
shit,
it all.
dude, you're wild.
I went through it.
You Spanish people.
But
wow.
it was apparently got ghost peppered, and even after I wiped it off and I took it, I still suffered for an hour and something.
Yeah, dude.
I cannot imagine.
Like being on hot ones.
No, not that. I can't imagine. No, because you go gradual, so
Yeah.
eventually you kind of like get to a point where your body's fucked.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine what would have happened if I actually would have drank it.
Drink that whole thing, dude. You can't even work. You probably have to sit down and just like breathe, dude.
Dude, ghost pepper. Like, if that could have gotten maybe 5 times worse, I would have had to take a chill pill for like at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude. You gotta, dude. I don't even know how to even escape that, dude. I've never been like that. I've never had that happen to me. I'd like to though. I'd like to
I don't
experience
think you
that.
would, dude. The ghost pepper is fucking.
Because in my mind, I'm like, I think I'm invincible to hot sauce. That's why I'm like, okay, I gotta challenge myself, you know.
What's the hottest hot sauce you normally have?
Probably a Wingstop. Probably a Wingstop, the Atomic.
You sad.
And it's not
human
that
being.
bad.
Oh, what do you mean Atomic? Oh, they sell like.
It's like this Atomic like kind of sauce they have. It's not that bad though. I mean, it's hot. Like a lot of my friends think it's hot, but I eat it. I'm like, oh, it's fine. You know.
When you come to Mexico with me, I'll fuck you up.
Oh, God, I don't know if I want to go to Mexico now.
Well, in Cancun, it's not that bad. In Mexico City, they have some fucked up shit.
I can imagine, man. They probably have a lot of spices there. You know, like I'd love to go.
I don't really enjoy I think the only times I ever put hot sauce on my shit is when I'm eating like tacos.
No, I put hot sauce in everything. I think buffalo sauce is one of my favorite things.
I hate it. I don't like any
you
of
know,
the sauce.
Jack's. Was it Jack's Red Hot or something? Is that what it's called? I don't know.
I don't know.
Red Hot.
But a
whatever.
buffalo, yeah, I know
love
buffalo
that
sauce.
shit,
I
dude.
hate all of
love
that.
Shit, dude.
How do the
I drown
smell
my food
of
in
buffalo sauce?
Really?
It gets me.
I
dizzy.
drown my food in that.
I used to get my chicken
really
tenders at
sad.
the bar. I would dip them in mild,
sauce?
which would be, but it wasn't. It was like
Ketchup.
no, put them in medium, which was buffalo sauce basically. But then like this, and dude, that buffalo sauce would fuck me up. Like
Really?
it was,
I
yeah.
love it. I love the taste.
But I would love it. But then I kind of got dizzy. The smell of it, Like
really?
it just
I love wings.
I don't really like it at all. That's why I'm much more cautious when I put shit on my food.
No, I love condiments. I love different kinds of like hot sauces. I think hot sauce is like the best thing that we've ever created. One of them. I'd say that. No, I'm serious, dude. It made me. I survived off that like in high school, dude.
Did
Like,
you hear about that Florida dude that
which Florida dude?
that survived a winter? He it was a
Survived
Florida man.
what?
A Florida man. He was up in like Oregon or some shit where it
Mhm.
snows heavily,
Yeah,
and he got stranded in a snowstorm,
yeah.
and he survived off like packets of hot sauce from Taco Bell.
My
Taco
man,
Bell,
my
yeah,
man,
he's
dude.
like for 2 days.
And what do you get from it? Do you get anything?
Well, he survived first of all.
He got his life.
And second of all,
Wow.
Taco Bell sent him a free year of food, I
A
think.
free taco.
No, like he had a free year of food, I think.
Oh,
from
that's
Taco Bell.
awesome, dude. Dude, if I survive anything, man, I would like say, oh, this company helped me survive, you know?
Have you ever heard about that like gold McDonald's card?
Gold McDonald's card. I've heard a lot different cards. There's a lot of different cards for different restaurants. I know there's a Chipotle one.
Really?
It's like a wooden card that like celebrities get.
I heard that supposedly there's a couple of people that have a
I
gold
think
McDonald's card.
Beyonce has one, I think.
That means that you can eat whatever you want. at
Anything you
McDonald's.
want. You can get anything you want. I think I know Chipotle has one. It has your name on it and everything.
That'd be so cool.
I can't imagine that, dude. Did you ever look up, I don't know, just random talking about Florida people. Did you ever look up, did you see that meme? It's like look up your birthday and put Florida
Yeah.
man. Did you get any?
No, I didn't check it.
You didn't check it?
Here, did you check yours?
Yeah, I checked mine.
Talk about yours while I look up mine real quick.
Bro, mine, I looked mine up, dude. It says Florida man recorded himself having sex with a dog. That's crazy, dude. Dude, that's the thing about Florida, man. We get a lot of like crazy shit going on. I can't imagine it though. Sometimes I don't even believe it because it's so outlandish, you know? I think it's like GTA out here, dude. I feel like it's like Sims 3, dude.
So apparently, mine like I'm looking at a article
Yeah.
by the Brevard Times.
From what?
By the BrevardTimes.com, and they have a list of Florida man articles, and I only have the closest one to my birthday is October 16.
What did it say?
October 16, Florida man sets self on fire while trying to burn cross. Really says a lot about me.
You know, that's a lot. That's very common in Florida, man. It's like a lot of like racism, but it's pretty cool though. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
I just said racism was cool, but whatever.
Yeah, you know, I second that motion.
Yeah, no,
We love racism around here.
But do you think like racism and sexism would ever go away? Like ever? Like, do you think we'll all just be like, cool, we won't make jokes?
Absolutely not. No. If you go to Africa, there's certain
Dude.
parts in Africa where there have been genocides.
Dude, you know, you ever heard of Boko Haram? That's the terrorist group I was trying to talk to about last episode. Boko
No.
Haram.
You were trying to talk to them?
No, yeah, I was trying to link up. No, I was talking about them. That's the terrorist group that like kidnaps women from like different tribes and fucks them.
What I'm
and
about to
just
say that there's I
impregnates
forgot
them, you know?
there was an in Africa, I believe there was a literal genocide where the only
It's
differentiation
Boko Haram, I think.
no, it was
No?
two different. I forgot they weren't tribes. They're just two different.
Shaka Zulu?
No,
Back
what
in
do
the day?
I don't know what it. No, it was like in the 90s or 2000s. It was
Oh,
these two.
yes.
They're not. I'm not gonna call them tribes. I feel like it's pretty bad.
That's kind of...
They were just
might be
two
racist.
people, two different types of people, and the only differentiation between them is
East
like
Coast and West Coast
the
kind of thing?
bridge of their nose is a bit wider.
Wider.
Like you could tell
I
if
can
you're
see
one
that.
of them,
Yeah.
but like I wouldn't be able to tell them, Christian, that's racist. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
I'm just speaking
it's
facts
what's
out here.
going on in Africa.
I wouldn't be able to see the difference between them,
There's
right?
some savages out there.
Dude, they were killing themselves in the
They'd
hundreds,
kill themselves,
like
yeah.
horribly though. They were like chopping females.
Clitoris.
Yeah,
Say it.
I don't know if they were doing that, but like they were killing people horribly. They had to send blue helmets in and everything.
Yeah.
I wish I had the computer. We could just look it up. But the
Well,
point is that
we'll just go off.
in that case, yeah, we're just gonna speak without knowing, like we always do. But in that case, their racism, they're both African American or just Africans.
Just Africans.
They're both
Straight
they're all Africans,
dude.
but they still hate each other based off a certain history.
Dude,
Humanity will always there will always be flawed human beings. I believe.
Look at like South America. Look at like what you were saying, like in Mexico, bro. Like if you have like darker skin, like or lighter skin, like it's a symbol of like kind of wealth. You know, that's what you said. You know, if you're paler, they treat you like a little better. That's what you said, right? I mean,
yeah, or you can get treated
me.
even worse. I
Yeah,
mean, like Canales, for example, he once said that he went to get his license renewed, and there's a word in Mexico that doesn't really mean what it means, but it's kind of like derogative, where you say güerito.
What was that? That sounds like a food.
Güerito means basically, güero means blonde. So if you call someone güerito, it's like blondie.
It sounds like a
You've
like
seen
a sauce.
Canales.
Garipo? It sounds like a sauce, like a nice cheesy sauce.
You've seen Canales, right?
Yeah, I've seen
He's
Canales.
not blonde.
Why'd they call him that?
Because that's what they call like white people in Cancun.
So it's like what they called me, the N-word.
Like we would be called güeritos. We would be called blondies. Well, maybe not me. Canales is kind of lighter.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, but you're good with that as long as you're not being literally, you're not being like a victim of racism.
Oh, okay.
Like, so Canales was like, he went to get his license renewed, and he went in line, and he goes, yeah, my turn. And then someone goes, hey, güerito, come here. And so he comes up to him.
Why'd he go there? Why'd he go over there?
Well, because it was like his turn, I believe.
Oh, but they called him that.
Yeah.
At the DMV?
Yeah. It was basically Mexico DMV. And he walks up to him and he's like, ooh, no. There's a joke in Mexico. Like, ooh, no, chao. He was like, I think.
Give me your shirt.
Take off your chavo means like, if you say it like that, like,
give me your wallet.
Oh, no. That means like, we're fucked, basically.
Yeah.
So he's like, ooh, no. Listen, Blondie. You're missing this and you're missing that. Jesus I'm sorry. Christ. You're gonna have to come back.
Bro, I can't imagine.
It wasn't for. It wasn't. America, you know what it was? Dude. It wasn't the DMV. It was. He had to do in Mexico.
Where was he?
You do military service, and the way it works is you go to this huge plaza, and like
a shopping plaza.
Well, plaza, like it depends. There's different locations, but in Cancun it was this huge kind of like public park, I believe.
Okay.
And they call you by your name and number. And then they have a raffle at the front of the, like, there's kind of like the stage. So they go like, and they go, so R, Russell Ham.
Yep.
Number whatever, I think. And then you walk up and they have white and black balls, like ping pong balls. And you have to, and the white one means you do service because, you know, that's good. And then black one, I believe, means you don't.
Yes.
And
there's racism right there.
So the way it works is, let's say there's 1,000 people there.
Yep.
They have 800 white balls and 800 black balls. Actually, no, that makes no sense. They have 400 black balls and 600. No, they have more white than black balls, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So people do more military service.
Yeah.
And so every time someone would pick up a black ball, they'd be like, God damn it, fuck you, because he's not going to do military service. And that decreases the chances of you not having military service.
And what did Canales get?
Canales picked the black ball.
Black ball.
So he didn't get to. He didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
Yeah. Well, and it's what you want, really.
Yeah.
You don't want to do military.
How long do you have to be in the military for? Like 2 years? Like the
no,
Koreans?
I don't think it's not like you're not part of the military. What it works, I believe, is you have to march certain days of the week with them at like 6 a.m.
That's really
so like
weird.
I have someone else, like this other dude, Carlos. He actually got
Carlos. We got you.
Well, Carlos, I believe he got the white ball, and he was like, "Dude, fuck that." He was like, "I'm just gonna be AWOL." He just didn't show up.
And what happened?
I think you'd have to pay this huge fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. What's
this
the fuck's
huge
wrong
fine
with them?
But yeah, basically, Canales had that, but then you have to get it stamped and like your military thing, and he had to come back so many times. Because they'd be like, ooh, you're missing this. And at the end of the day, Latin politics and stuff like that, they can do you the favor. Like, they'll be like, yeah, sure, no problem. I went to Cancun right now, and I don't know if I said this, but you have this, like, little piece of paper that they have to stamp when you go out of the country, and they receive when I go back in Mexico.
Oh, that's I think that's common. That's
because
like everything.
I'm partially a resident there, right? And I went right now, and my paper wasn't stamped. And the dude's like, what the fuck? Where are the stamps? And I was like, I don't know. I just left the country.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I've been doing this for years. I was like, I don't know. I gave the paper. They didn't stamp it. Apparently, I got out the country, so it's all okay. And he goes, he said, you realize that if I wanted to fuck you over, I could take away your residency and you would have to pay like $1,000 fine.
Damn.
And dude, I was like,
holy shit.
And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, but you're not going to do that, are you? And he's like, nah. You're good. Just let me go through. And he could have fucked me over.
Yeah, he could have.
Like Canales got fucked over doing the military thing. He was
that's
like,
really
güerito. Yeah. Basically,
but that's the thing, man. I feel like people in America should, like, I guess, like, appreciate, like, how shit's run over here, dude. Like, you can't say that. like in America.
Well, if you go, hey, white boy.
Hey, I mean, well, if you say hey white boy, but if you say hey black boy or something, I feel like that's more of like an issue, you know?
Well, yeah, but you don't get white people calling. Well, you do actually in Mexico.
Well, in Mexico, but here, I'm saying, you know?
But it's like in politics too. Not politics, but like you get like government run associations that are like, we would eat them now.
Yeah, I know,
like,
that's the
dude,
thing.
Racist.
I know, but here, dude, you don't really get that. Like, and what, like, I think our military, they're not allowed to like be like that now. Like in training or something. I heard they're not allowed to like really like go at you like that. That's why I've heard, mean? Like be racial to you.
Oh, were they racial back in the day?
Yeah. Did you ever see like well, I've talked to like some veterans back in the day. They're like, yeah, they're really racist. When you're Jewish and you join the military, they're super racist. They're super anti-Semitic. Really? Yeah. Do you remember Full Metal Jacket too?
Yeah, but I don't remember what they say.
He was like, I don't know. He was making fun of him. You remember that shit? He was like, I didn't know they stacked like shit that high. You know, and they said,
not because he's Jewish.
They even went in on like shit like that though. They would. Like,
holy shit! Are you 6'2"? I didn't know they stack shit that high.
But yeah, man, that like they're not really allowed. I heard they're not really allowed to do that. I'm not in the military.
It makes sense though. Like if you go, I'm okay with being berated mentally, but not racial. Like
yeah,
there's no reason.
I'm like why are you saying that? You know, I'm
there's
literally
no.
an American.
You can say I'm short, but you don't have to say I'm short because I'm Asian. Like you can kind of skip over.
There it is. I let you say that, dude.
You can kind of skip over that part.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like back in the day, they wouldn't. You know, like I know some other like people. They were like Jewish, and they just went through that, and they just got like called like really bad terms. You know, back in the day.
I mean, but you also have to understand that the military is one of the most, specifically the military, it's one of the most kind of masculine, like toxic masculine environments you can ever be in. Because you're literally, but what about the females? Yeah, sure, right. There's some females as well, obviously, but not in combat. There's a very small amount of females in combat. So you go, for example, go back a bit when females couldn't serve. Battlefield 1, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, Battlefield 1.
World War 2.
Battlefield 5.
Battlefield 5, yeah. In World War 2, females weren't allowed to serve, I believe. At least not in combat. No. Yeah, so you have World War 2.
Maybe in France, but like that's like a resistance kind of thing.
Yeah, that was a La Resistance.
La Resistance.
So you would get just like black people, white people, Jewish people, Italian people, everyone fighting together. Well, not Italians, I guess.
Yeah.
You would get them.
Italians are on the other side.
Well, it depends what year you're talking about. Oh, but you would get them. You would get these people fighting with or against each other, and it doesn't really matter if you call me a spick while we're getting shot.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like, you can call me a spick.
Yeah,
I genuinely have no problem with you calling me a spick, unless you say it hatefully. If you say hatefully, we have a problem.
I was like thinking, like, what if there was a scenario when you're like, when you don't like this guy, right, in the military or something, and then you're just like laughing at him because he's like funny to look at and funny, like
when you get shot,
and then you're like in combat and he's like, oh guys, I'm here, and you're like taking it serious. You look at him and you're just like, oh shit, like he's here. You start fucking dying laughing, and you don't take it serious. And he's like, come on, bro, like I'm here to fight. And you're just like fucking dying in combat. You're like, yeah, what the fuck?
I thought you were gonna talk about him like friendly firing you or some shit like that.
No, he probably will.
No, dude, no, because. I don't know how it works, but I believe not all military is the same rounds. So like you could tell if someone gets shot in the back while you're using a frontline war, it would just make no sense.
It's gonna be like what do you call those trials?
The Nuremberg trials.
Nuremberg trials, yeah.
Those trials. That trial.
The trial. And they got those Nazis, yeah.
You'd be like, I was just following orders.
I don't know. It's my third day out here.
It was my second war. Jew out here. I don't know.
It's my second war out here. I don't know.
I can't believe.
What? Fighting fire?
No, I feel like I'm gonna get some flame for this probably, but I feel like the fact you could probably I feel like you should be able to say I was just following orders.
Yeah, because a lot of like I don't know, you can quote me on this and you can like fact check me, but didn't like some Nazis didn't know what they were like really fighting for? You remember that? Have you heard of Silent Night? You've heard of Silent Night, right? You know about Silent Night. You've heard stories about. Okay, so it was in the middle of winter, and they were in trenches, Nazis and British, right?
Oh yeah, when they shared Christmas together.
Yeah, But not every silent, like that happened like to a lot of, not only one trench, right? Like all different kind of.
It was 3 of them, I believe.
3 of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, there's more. But some of them didn't work out the way like like the peaceful get together. Some of them were like some Germans came out and they're like all celebrating, and they're like, wait, we should just kill him, and they killed him. Like some of them that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's some stories like that.
Holy shit, that sounds horrible.
Like some British came out and they're celebrating, it's like, hey, Merry Christmas, and they're like, this is our opportunity, kill him, and then they killed him. You didn't know that? It's not all.
I thought it was like the only. That sounds horrible.
Not every. Look it up. Do your research, dude. It's not like every platoon did that.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. So, but some did. Some were like, some didn't fuck with each other. They were like, okay, let's just cease fire. Let's not do it. But some were like really friendly. They were like, okay, let's get out of the trenches.
It's not like the movie.
Yes. Like, okay. Like some of them were like, okay, let's just not fuck with them. They're not gonna fuck with us. Let's just do our celebration. But some of them got out of their trenches, like met with each other, shook hands, played games. But like that's the thing. The ones that met each other, you know what they said? They were talking and they were like, "Do you get like what are you guys fighting for?" And he's like, the Germans were like, "Well, we're fighting for freedom and independence." And then he's like, "Wait." The British were like, "Wait, but we're fighting for that." It's like, "Why are you guys fighting for that?" It's like, "I thought we're fighting for that." And then they kind of stopped.
That's like an age-old argument, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you just don't know.
Though what at the end of the day, it's a differentiation in ideology. Yeah. So that's why wars happen. But I know for a fact that there were many Germans, especially Hitler used to, whenever he would capture certain cities, eventually he would force all of them to be in the Hitler Youth.
Yeah, Hitler Youth.
And there were some Germans who would not want to be in Hitler Youth and would kind of like dissent. And Hitler would hang them publicly. Yeah, he would hang. There's not videos, but there probably are videos. But if you see, for example, in Fury, the most perfect representation of history, Fury. Of course,
badass, dude.
They roll into this city, and you see children. Well, first of all, they get shot. They get a rocket shot at them by a child, and second of all, there's a part where they roll into a city or town or pueblo. There's a kid
Pueblo.
hanging. Yeah. And it says, and there's this like German sign around them, and it says, "This happened because you weren't."
Yeah.
And so a lot of
children in that movie.
A lot of people most likely didn't want to fight but had to fight, and then there's some people. But I don't believe the people that were tried on the army trials.
Yeah.
Were really high-ranking officials.
They're really high-ranking. So
you can't
really say shit. They knew what was going on. You know.
You can't be that high up and be like, "But I was just testing to see if these twins could be separated." You can't be saying shit like that.
Do not say shit like that, dude. Back in those days, man. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever have like not a good war, but like a war like that, you know?
Really?
I don't think we'll ever have that.
A war or genocide?
Or like a genocide or a war like that.
A genocide or a war. Both of them.
Because
100%.
Because our wars are so organized and like very like.
That's the problem. What?
Yeah.
Nowadays?
I mean, it's more organized than before.
Yeah. Do you think so? Because back in the day, dude, I don't even know back, not castle days, but like World War I days, you would be like, all right, we are going to battle at 4 p.m. When the sun sets. And then you would have like, ready, go. And then they would just all run to each other.
Fucking go, you know?
That's organized as fuck. Nowadays, you have fucking stealth bombers checking the people.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of shit that you don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. That's why I said it's more organized. You know, that's why they're like, okay, like should we send these people or not? You know, like, but you know what I always think of. For some reason, what bothers me so much, it always in my thoughts, dude. Just randomly, I'll think of it. Do you remember when the British came and then they had war with us? Remember that? Remember that shit? I don't know if you remember that shit.
They burned down the fucking White House.
Yeah. I wasn't alive back then. But
oh my god, we weren't even close to being alive.
Dude, always in my thoughts, dude. I don't know, because I remember reading about like how they fought, like the British. I always thought they were so fucking stupid.
Why?
Do you remember how they fought?
No.
They would line up.
I didn't get that part of it. I got world history, not U.S. history.
They would line up the redcoats. They would line up the British. They would line up in a straight line, aim their guns, fire, reload, walk forward, fire again, reload, walk forward. That's why guerrilla warfare was invented from the Americans. The Americans were like, wait, why the fuck should we fight like that?
Are you sure that's the Americans who invented it? Wasn't it?
Yeah. No, look it up.
I feel like the best use of guerrilla warfare.
Well, I don't know if it's. I don't know if. That's obvious. Well, that's America. I mean, no. Well, that's Vietnam. But I'm talking about the Civil War.
You're talking about this.
Not the Civil War. Not the Civil War. The British.
No, I know
War,
what you're talking about.
The British Independence.
The British American War.
Yeah. But that's what like the first like really like
well, it's because
warfare.
that's what it was. They were used to that though.
Yeah, what the standing still and firing.
Yeah, there's also back in the day in St. Augustine.
Yeah, St. Augustine.
In St. Augustine, which is a fort in Florida, their holes where cannonballs used to be.
Yep.
And it said, if I remember this correctly, that the British would is it the British? Did I just say something really stupid?
I don't know, Spaniards, British.
Someone attacked St. Augustine one day.
They always fight, dude.
One of these people attacked St. Augustine, and the cannonballs would be like hitting the fort.
Those cannonballs
and
be hitting.
What they would do apparently is people would at nighttime they would dress in all black, and then they would go to the wall.
They would act like a cannonball.
And they would kind of fix the issues that they would have at the wall.
Yeah.
Like remove cannonballs, try to get some supplies, but they would be kind of dressed in all black, so they would do it stealthily.
Yeah.
While the I don't know if it's a British. While the other people were kind of like chilling and sleeping because there was just no nighttime warfare back in the day because
they would just
there was no night vision. There was no nothing. It was just so dark.
Yeah,
and there were no night lights
like we have now. A mutual thing.
It was like, all right, well, time to go to sleep, fellas. And they would just, I'm about to head out, and they would just fall asleep and eat and like have bonfires and be careful.
They wouldn't care. Like they would that was like a mutual rule back then, you know. And
but we're for sure gonna have another war.
Like as big as like World War II.
Oh my God, I'm almost positive.
With who?
I don't know.
On our turf?
Do I look like on Archer?
Let's
I don't know
start
if
this shit, dude.
It's I believe that
let's get Game of Thrones up in this.
I feel like if there's ever a world war, it would probably be against India and like China, stuff like that. It would probably be the US against Russia, China, and India.
Where would we fight?
Where would we fight?
We're not gonna fight here.
Oh, you're talking about like where would it be? Where would it be actually
that's
located?
What I'm thinking because
that's
we're so civilized.
Because this is the thing. There's no the colonizing time. The colonizing time is dead. So we're not gonna try to. I don't think it would be one of the worst ideas ever to try to invade.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna take
China.
We're not gonna take China. We're not gonna like take a chunk of it.
No, that would be ridiculous. So that's what you. I think we would start having.
Where though?
Excuse me. We would have I forgot what the word for this is. It's not a cold war, but it's when a vessel war. I forgot the name of it. When you fight,
probably that. I think
when
that
you
sounds
fight
like
a proxy war. That's what it's called.
Proxy war. There it is.
You fight a war on someone else's turf. That's probably what would happen.
Yeah, but
or you fuel
Russia. I'd say maybe
or you
Russia,
or what a lot of times would happen too is like the U.S. would give money to England, and England would fight against India, and then China would give money to India.
Yeah,
feel me? So you would. Those are also those. I don't know if they're called proxy wars, maybe ghost wars. I don't know what the name is, but I feel like if it ever comes to fact where we're dead ass shooting at Russians or we're shooting at Chinamen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's it.
Chinamen.
That's it.
These gooks.
No, the world is blowing up.
Yeah, no,
I really do believe that.
But I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon because we're so focused on like corporatism. You know, I feel we're so like built up on that stuff. You know.
Hopefully.
Capitalism and
hopefully
everything.
Hopefully it never happens.
I just feel like it's not going to happen. And like the culture we live in, dude, I don't know. I just don't see it, dude. I don't know. I really don't know, you know?
But well, we can't know. All I know is if we go balls to the wall one of these days, it's getting bad because there's so much firepower that everyone has. We have way too much shit to blow up. It could get bad real quick.
Real bad, dude. Just imagine like everything. Dude, everything's going to change. If we go into war with China, they're cutting off supply. They're like, that's it, dude. And then we can't travel there anymore in a while, you know?
Not only that, but if you fight with China, then Russia's going to be like, oh, Russia. And they're going to start freaking out a bit.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's going to start freaking out. Everyone.
Yeah, and then England's going to be like, wait. And then the U.S. would pressure England
Korea?
into speaking with Russia. And there would be this. That's the problem with world climates.
Yeah, dude, you know, Korea's getting a little quiet, bro. We gotta like
North Korea.
Yeah, we gotta.
Well, because supposedly Trump went over and talked to them.
They talked to them, but I don't know, bro. They're getting way too quiet. You know. We gotta check up on them.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about that. They haven't said anything.
Forgot about them. You see, that's how they get us, dude. They.
And then all of a sudden, you see a ballistic missile flying around.
I don't think that's gonna reach us, to be honest with you.
Well, that was 5 years ago. People thought they wouldn't reach us.
Yeah.
What about now?
If maybe they reactivated some B-52s.
That's what actually scares me. When if you get people like Russia or China, there would have to be some talks of war before an attack actually commences. But when you get like a Red Dawn situation,
Oh my
where
god! I can't
you
imagine
wake
that.
up one day and you
just
go
see
out of your
airplanes
house and you see
flying over.
airplanes flying over your house and like
paratroopers.
Koreans parachuting into your home. You're like, oh my god,
This is it. Like
this is it's happening right now.
Like it is.
But
happening.
honestly, I feel like nobody could ever invade America unless they like nuke us.
Too much security. Unless they just shoot it and say fuck it.
Who was
just
it that
shoot
said? I think it was a Russian. It was a Russian diplomat. He's quoted saying that the U.S. could never be invaded. For every blade of grass, there's a gun.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Dude, you could not invade this country.
Dude, you remember that guy? He shot that Russian dude, that Russian ambassador on national TV. Do you remember that? It was like 3 years ago.
No, didn't his gun?
No, that's a different situation.
There's another situation where someone tried to shoot an ambassador, and the gun
jammed.
The gun jams. Dude.
Yeah, and they beat the shit out of him.
Dude, oh my god, they should fucking murder that dude on the spot.
But do you remember that guy? He was like he was a sleeper agent, and then he was sleeper, and he was like a cop, and he pretended to be a cop for like 10 years.
And he attacks a Russian.
And he shot him on national TV.
A Russian.
He shot a Russian. Yeah.
And was he being...
I think he was part of ISIS. He was declaring ISIS on TV.
Holy shit.
It was a Turkish guy. Yeah.
What?
You don't remember that?
No,
they
not
made
at
memes
all.
out of him.
Not at all.
They made fucking memes. They were like putting like...
Wait, for 10 years though? It wasn't ISIS.
He was maybe 6 years, 5 years. He was a sleeper agent, and then they activated him.
Holy fuck.
You don't remember that?
That's scary as hell. No.
Russian. I'm gonna look it up. Like, it's crazy. You don't remember. They made memes. Like, they made like Lazy Town memes. They put the jumpsuit on him and stuff.
I have no idea.
Guy,
I have absolutely no idea.
You don't remember this?
No.
I'll look it up.
No. I was listening to PKA talk, and they were talking about the New Zealand shooter.
Okay, wait, really quick. This one. You don't remember this guy? Look. This guy. You don't remember this guy?
Dude, this looks like an episode of The Office.
I know. He looks like BJ
I don't know who this
Novak.
dude is.
You know?
Oh my god, that's a dead body right there.
He shot him on TV, like in front of everybody. He pretended to be.
Dude, this looks like an episode. Like, I'm still looking at it, and it doesn't look
like
real.
yeah, it doesn't look real, but it was real, or maybe it wasn't. Who knows? I don't know.
Wow,
we're about to go Eddie Bravo on people.
I've never seen this in my life. I can't believe it.
We made memes. They made memes out of it.
Don't remember it at all.
So crazy, dude.
God, I'm so tired for some reason. I just woke up. I woke up 2 hours. Yeah, but real quick, I remember I was listening to PK talk and the kid from New Zealand. Have you seen the video?
The kid from New Zealand? No, I haven't.
There's a 16-minute. There's a 16-minute video of the GoPro of him shooting people, doming people in the fucking head, dude.
Oh my god, doming people in the fucking head.
Okay, wait, we need to stop. We're looking at memes right now.
Yeah, I know, it's so funny. Okay, wait.
And,
wait, the New Zealand guy was doming. Oh, but didn't he say sub to PewDiePie or something?
Dude, apparently there's like a whole.
It was like a
apparently, so what happened apparently is he got in the car or whatever. He went out of the car, went inside, started shooting all of them.
What part of New Zealand was this? I've been to New Zealand.
I don't know. He shot everyone inside. Then he goes outside, gets more ammo, comes back inside.
Damn, really?
Shoots more people. He first mows everyone down. He comes back to get ammo, then comes back and double taps everyone.
Holy fuck. Taps everybody?
This dude double taps everyone in the fucking head. As he's walking back outside, he sees another Muslim girl. He shoots her. As he's walking to his car, he starts driving to another mosque. And then he sees white people passing him and he's like, oh, come on. He's like waving and being friendly. Man. And apparently this dude is part of internet culture because his manifesto, bro, is apparently ridiculous. Like, if you read the manifesto, it's I forgot there's this like Republican not nominee, but there's this Republican girl. Let's say it's Nancy Pelosi, right? It's not her. Okay. And she's not even Republican, but let's say it's Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. And on his manifesto, there's so much shit where he's clearly joking, but so many people don't know. Yeah. You know? Because so in the manifesto, he's like yeah, and honestly, my biggest inspiration was Nancy Pelosi, but sometimes she goes so right that I can't even follow her. Exactly. I listened to that and I fucking started dying laughing. That's like the type of jokes that he's saying, and then a lot of the media outlets are like, Nancy Pelosi inspired this kid. Yeah. And then everyone thinks it's not fucking PewDiePie. Obviously, it's not Pelosi. Just letting everybody know. Yeah, I'm not gonna get reliable. Yeah. But and then everyone's saying like, oh, PewDiePie's fault, and this kid is so in internet culture that he's literally laughing. You know what? He's part of like 4chan, 8chan, everything. Yeah, of course. He's on trial right now. And they showed a video of him, I think, and he's literally on camera doing this.
Dude, yeah,
that's like if anyone doesn't
Nazi,
know this
like,
thing.
air quote,
if
Nazi.
anyone looks at this video, it's like the OK symbol that we used to say back in the day, and it comes from 4chan and 8chan, which they started making it as a joke. They said that this resembles white power because it has a W, I believe, with your three fingers, and then everyone started picking up on it, and then white nationalists started using it, and then the media started reporting it, and then it became a joke that became kind of real.
Remember that basketball team that did it?
Yeah,
but I think they were just doing like threes.
They were just doing like three pointers. I don't know, but the point is that this kid is such a meme, and like apparently when he's going in the car to shoot these people, he has like meme music playing in the background.
Oh my god!
This kid is another level of psychopath.
Dude, he's a troll. He took it to another level.
And the media is so out of fucking date that they don't understand what the fuck's going on. And there was this internet expert on MSNBC, I believe, where he was telling everyone, like, all the stations, he was telling them, like, please, you need to start getting internet experts because you don't know what you're talking about. You're all blaming PewDiePie when he clearly
didn't do shit, dude.
Clearly did not entice this dude to shoot him.
Everyone's saying everyone's saying sub to PewDiePie. Even your grandma will say that.
Sub to PewDiePie does not mean sub to PewDiePie now. It's like a joke. It's like, oh, do you get it? I get it. Haha.
Yeah, it's a huge joke, and people like him are just big trolls, and they just want to see how far they can take it. You know, like dude, 4chan does some crazy shit.
Well, not 4chan, 8chan now.
8chan?
Yeah. You know the difference? 4chan. So 4chan has apparently become like kind of advertiser friendly. Yeah. And now they have, and the people on 4chan. So there's like a deeper circle of 4chan people who are like, 4chan isn't rude enough. We need to go deeper. And then there's 8chan.
H-chan?
8chan.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard.
So 4chan is kind of like advertiser friendly now, and then 8chan is worse. Like, it's more like deeper, like privacy. I heard. Like, memes. Say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I heard memes.
It's like, oh, that. You don't like child porn? Well, I'm gonna put it on 8chan because I can, and then that's what it is basically now.
It's like an extreme.
It's like an extreme 4chan.
Dude, that shit should be on the dark web, man. Like, that's seriously, man. That's very scary. That's scary. It's getting scary. Yeah. Like Baker Mayfield and LBJ.
Anyway, what is this? 2 hours and 30 in? Russell needs to leave because we're broken. We have to work for a living.
Need to work until this thing pops up, until I can finally retire before 30.
Until we start making $200 a month off whatever the fuck. I wish.
Cents at least, like a starving African child. But dude, yeah, this whole podcast I tried to deepen my voice. So
tried to deepen your voice.
So it sounds like I can actually listen.
I could technically deepen your voice in post, but I'm too lazy to get how it works.
I want everyone to get it raw.
Yeah, I don't think I deepen. I think maybe I'll
give it to you.
Maybe I do process our voice, but like very. I do deepen. I put more bass in my voice when I do my other videos. But because it's kind of more.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It'll be ridiculous. Hey guys,
I know. No, dude. I'm just joking about that. I'm okay with my voice. It's shit. But anyway.
You'll get used to it. You do get used to it. Trust me.
Dude, yeah. Dude,
my list, bro. Oh my god, it took me years.
Dude, I gotta give it to them raw, with no trivia.
Give it to him raw, no trivia, straight like cocaine from Bolivia.
We like cocaine.
That's Wu-Tang
from Bolivia.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, after we quote some rap lyrics again. Okay. What we got? What we plugging? Nothing. Our IGs. We got our IG in the front, IG in the back, IG in the description. Yep. And I guess what's my sign off again? Every time I say have a great day, whenever day, night, whenever the fuck you people are seeing this. Yeah. And
like, fuck you guys.
Yep. Fuck you guys. Peace.
Later.